Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday and welcome into Zelda Speedruns. Today we have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard Tournament Season 7. This is the final Group E match between Schulzer and Jimbo. We've got Melqui and Chuckles on tracking, and commentating are Drew and Daredevin. I'm going to hand it over to the two of them. Enjoy the race, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone.
Welcome to this wonderful Group E match between Schulzer and Jimbo. It's going to be a good one. I know there's, at least players are pretty excited for this match in particular. I guess we have the stats screen here to talk about. So between them, we've got 13 races head-to-head. Schulzer taking 7 of those races and Jimbo taking 6, so in terms of the win rate, it looks like a pretty even matchup. Schulzer did go on a tear in the qualifiers, so definitely much higher seed, but I expect this to be a pretty close race.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, everyone in top 64 is rather close
Mm-hmm.
in terms of skill. The community has actually grown a lot in the last couple of years, with a lot of good runners entering the fray, with everyone in Challenge Cup also being really close. It's I think anyone in the top, let's say 96 people could have actually also made top 64, but it's still rando. There's still a degree of randomness to it, right? It's in the name.
Yeah, of course.
And that's also what makes this exciting, right? Because you could have upsets, and that's way more exciting than just watching vanilla, in my opinion. But it might just
and if you look at the groups so far, not really gonna mention any specific results, but there are a lot of people that you would expect to see in brackets who did not make it to brackets.
Yeah, upsets and downsets, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do you even call it I don't even know if that's actually a word. You see a lot of people. You see a lot of people who would have maybe not make it, and you see a lot of people who should have made it, not make it. But that's random.
That's rando, and especially with this season where there's a lot of variance with the settings. Yeah. You can pick a setting that you have a lot more experience in and kind of skew things your way.
Yeah,
it's all about just having a lot of experience with a lot of different settings. And
yeah, it's it's a big contrast to previous standard tournament seasons, and it's you can kind of stay in your comfort zone, but you can also just as you said, just counter pick people and play to your strengths, play to their weaknesses. Especially if you already have the higher seed, you probably have the execution advantage, and then you can pick settings that play into your favor. Also, fun fact: going second is broken in drafting.
It is, yeah.
It's so imbalanced.
Speaking of settings, what we're looking at for this race here is shop sanity. So 4 items in each shop. We have the Gerudo card shuffled, expensive merchants turned on. So that would be your Giant's Knife seller, the witch in CAC, and the carpet salesman who sells.
Luckily they tell you what they're selling, because the first time I played expensive merchants, I forgot that the witch is a check and they didn't talk to her. Well, you can just do that while you're in CAC.
On top of all that, we've got random spawns. So we're starting adult in a random location, which isn't too good because we have that forest med. So these guys definitely want to make their way towards Temple of Time as soon as possible. But
yeah, I actually didn't pick up on that. But he has a free song, but you have to work to get it. So is it?
And
really
also,
free?
It's funny having the opponents start with the shuffled Gerudo card, because opponents is just nerfed to hell. Yeah. It doesn't really do a whole lot.
Oh, we are on the crater top. I think I would have actually walked into the crater and try to get the item on the wall.
Yeah, that's what I would normally do at this start as well. But I feel like maybe this is just we haven't played with random spawns in a few weeks or a few months or whatever.
I don't think either play is better than the other. It's just you can't stand there and figure out what to do for 5 seconds. You just have to move. So as long as you move, you're fine. And it's a safe warp away from you can just get it anytime. But like I feel like looking at the creator top item and like getting the item on the wall is probably better. It also doesn't cost you anything in time of day management anyway. But like,
I would say so, yeah.
Going to hack is really important because of the shops. Like hack is OP in this. Hack can mark it up to locations that heavily profit from having shops and shop sanity.
Kind of interesting. Like
just
Schulzer,
the money, right?
Yeah, in
Like,
shop
why?
sanity, you're like just about to enter 2 shops, and you're
Oh, God.
skipping a purple rupee.
You already got something. Oh, that's wallet lock. That's strength for greatest wallet lock. Unfortunate.
But I think that was just like another one of those, like, you have to make a really quick decision right now.
Yeah. Oh, more
Oh,
items.
wow.
The Dins is locked behind 1 wallet, and the mirror sheet is locked behind 2 items. But like, this is like kind of what you expect from shop sanity. It's like it just adds so much density. So like, a lot of shop sanity seeds might actually just turn into jets because the items are just loaded. The shops are just loaded with items. But seeing that we need wallets for this one, it's like, yeah, this might actually get a lot worse from here on out.
Luckily, with so many items locked by the wallets, you're more likely to see like a path leading to a wallet, which is pretty nice. But yeah, this is kind of rough, just seeing all these items not being able to afford a single one.
Yeah.
Nobody checking this shop here.
No, yeah, no one is. Maybe they don't know.
Yeah, I've heard of people not knowing about this.
So if they both don't know, then it's like neither of them has like they're just gonna be in BK mode at like 3 hours in or something because there's an important item, and like we're just gonna like make
Jimbo's
up our theories. Okay, Jimbo's looking. A Deku Shield. Yeah, that's a bit overpriced. Just a
little bit.
Just a little bit. But like in shop sanity, if you don't have, if you really need that Deku Shield, you might as well take a mental note of that.
It's funny because like the shop next door is selling one for 40 rupees. Like, why?
Oh, did they? I actually did not see that. I was just paying attention to the left side of the shop.
Who would ever buy one there? Like,
it's like a special edition.
It's not a very smart business move, in my opinion. But
I mean, the Deku Scrubs in DC and Vanilla sell Deku Shields. I think for like $50 if you get your shield bond, and I think that's that's a thing that's not easy to come by in that situation. So like I think that actually like the price tag is justified, I would say.
Yeah, and they like set up shop in a place where you're bound to get your shield burned. Like, I mean, that is a smart business decision. Like,
that's really smart. Let's go. Yeah, so the song we got from the Windmill was Bolero, which is it gives you a song, but it doesn't give you anything else at the moment, really. Like you can do a check and fire. Wait, no. Yeah, it gives you a check and fire, but like we have access to the at least a part of the crater already, so it's not that it gives you more information, and you can't leave the crater anyway. So
yeah, it's
the point is right now.
It's not very significant, but we'll always take a free song.
Yeah, and since this is random spawn, and we actually are in CAG first before Temple of Time, we actually don't know what the medallions are yet.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's not going to take too long for us to make it over to Temple of Time, but
Oh wait, is that a hook shot? A hook shot and bomb shoes? I think you can actually just make some plays from this position that don't involve going child. But like then you're missing out on the song, so this is actually like this requires some decision making already.
Yeah, definitely start with Bolero. That's
with hookshot. Like that hookshot that's fantastic timing. It's money, I think, on the wall. Is that case odd?
No, that was a bloopy, I think.
Okay. And we're getting Song of Time.
Yeah, so once again, not really too helpful.
Oh, is the Titan run out?
Nah, he's got this.
Wicked. I mean, what are we going to do in Garden City? Well, we have to choose, so you can do a little bit of stuff. You can actually you can scum your choose. And you don't really lose map position at all because you start in, like if you reset, you start in crater anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about. I think probably getting Link the Goron here and getting access to the shop could be a
Yeah, the
pretty
shop
strong move.
is really important. It's probably the most important thing to get right now.
Yeah, especially since like as a child, that shop's gonna be open as soon as you have ZL, logically, and ZL is probably just sitting around somewhere. So definitely,
We don't know that yet, though.
no, not
You never
necessarily,
know.
but
It might be, but like we have seen seeds where you have to beat all 3 child dungeons fast, or like get the 3 stones fast to get your hands on the what's probably the most important and like most impactful song in the game. Probably the single song that locks the most checks across like the whole game. Probably.
not seeing anything in the maze, nothing in the redid grotto.
Okay, shop time. Waluigi is entering. I
Yeah.
mean, Schulzer is entering the shop. Oh, that's
Rugo's
a.
letter. 30 rupees.
It's affordable. We can buy something finally.
Yeah, so Jimbo's gonna be missing out on that. Looks like he's choosing to head for the river into adult
Oh,
play.
you're right. He's not going in there. I mean,
So a little interesting, a little bit of divergence.
Okay.
Doing this route that Jimbo's doing, you can definitely pick up a lot of information early on, which
yeah,
can be pretty
the
important.
hints are really strong. I always underestimate the river play. And like, I mean, if you walk up the river, check all the hints, get all the items here, it's like you're probably gonna play Bolero out of this position anyway because you're not gonna walk down here.
Oh, that's
And
a
then-
wallet
That's
on the
huge.
lower heart piece. Yeah, that is huge. You will have to wait for it to be daytime again.
Yo,
but
nice.
for now, that is
Very nice
very
jump.
big item. Or is it
It's a bomb bag. That's
Oh,
even
okay.
better.
Yeah.
Long. Yeah, it certainly looked like a wallet, but that is a bomb bag, and the bomb bag is actually one of the most powerful items in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this play already paying off.
Oh wait, there was a hint about Zelda's Lullaby. Was that Burning Cack? I think that was Burning Cack as Zelda's Lullaby, which is
Jeez.
we don't know what is locked behind yet. We have one of the medallions, but so it's interesting to see where the fire and water medallion are.
SFM
Still
path
going.
to Phantom Ganon. So
Oh, I wonder what this is. It's gonna be like the
Storms?
child song.
Okay.
Saria's.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be either Minuet or Saria's on the child
I mean,
song, but
If
Storms
it's not,
is pretty
if it's
significant.
not, if it's not, then it's kind of gonna be Storms, right?
You would think so, definitely.
Yeah. I don't think Schultz is actually intending to save scum the choose away. It's like they've done a couple checks on the way, and like they've not like saved after getting the song or anything. So I think they might just continue on their route here, like maybe go into Mido's house real quick, or just get the hints. Like maybe save after this, like save right here and then do the grotto here. Did he do that already?
I
One,
don't
two,
think he saved,
three.
no.
No, he also didn't do. Yeah, he didn't save. So it's like, I think save scumming the choose in his position because he doesn't know the bomb deck exists yet is actually pretty. Like, I think that's an oversight, a slight oversight, because you kind of want to manage limited explosives. Also, fun fact about that bomb bag: that bomb bag is either bomb or scale locked.
Mm-hmm. Or hovers.
Or hovers, yep. Either bomb, scale, or hover, so it's out of logic.
Yeah, definitely something to think about.
Ocarina of Time is the minuet.
Okay, so Saria's song, probably vanilla, I would have to guess, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's the only other explanation, other than, like, we need to do AD to even get into Forest, logically. That would also mean
Definitely
that we probably...
possible.
Yeah. Ida's house is empty.
Oh no.
Has Schulzer checked the Storm's Grotto?
He has not. I don't believe.
Kokiri shop has nothing.
Yeah, actually, absolutely nothing. Except that Zora tuning. You're never gonna buy that.
Yeah, no, you're never gonna buy that. Like, there's
Where do we go now?
way more important stuff to do with that money that you're gonna grind for very hard. This is
Mhm.
also not that there's like what I like to do in like shops or scrubs is I like to draft the minor setting that fills up your wallet. We
Yeah.
don't have that luxury here. So every single money, every single rupee we have to actually earn. In a way.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. There are some pretty easy ways to farm money, I guess, but I'll have to see what ends up being the most convenient. I mean, like Schulzer having the bottle, you can do like some bug farming and stuff, which is pretty effective.
You kind of need to hand in the letter first, though. So what I assume Schulzer wants to do is go and do the River's Child, so you can actually get one more check along the way, the Stormslug check, and then also hand in the letter to free up the bottle, and then the bottle is actually a really powerful tool. Wait, Ice Cavern is a foolish choice. Hold on.
That never happened.
Did I just see that?
So it has to be Prelude or Serenade in there, because those are the only two songs that can be in a Foolish Hinted location.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, with random spawns, not having Prelude is really gonna suck. So like, do you make this like you don't want to go to Ice for just 3 checks, right?
No, definitely not.
Dude, I can't wait for like a Fountain Foolish or something, because then you like that just decreases the motivation to actually go there.
Yeah, if that ends up being Prelude in there, it's going to be a pretty painful seed. We have Forest Temple Path
Pierre has the
Evolve.
boss key. Pierre has the boss key in Fire Temple. Depending on what medallion or stone that is, that might actually be relevant. So we will need to set up Scarecrow then.
Also, Forest Path Evolve has to be a little painful when you were just up there, chose not to dip.
Fire's the Lantern. We need to do Forest, Deku, Water Shadow.
Forest, Deku, Water, Shadow, Fire. Okay.
And that's Sun Song. Well, that helps.
Yeah, that helps. Especially since his time of day is kind of crap right now.
It's perfect timing right now to get that.
Now we can full clear market, at least like as far as the shops go.
We can actually do everything in market besides Big Poe and the chess minigame. We can do everything else.
Between the two players, yeah.
Between the two players, yes, because we have Bomb Bag, we have the Sun, so we don't need to worry about like time of day for checking the shops. That's actually pretty good.
Also, Metagoron having nothing, so there's only one expensive merchant left. That's the thing about this setting, and I guess why it's considered such a minor setting, is there's only 3 merchants, and if none of them have anything, then it's just like a very nothing setting.
It's just like it annoys me more, to be honest, because like what I like to do is choose from the merchant if I can, if I don't have a bomb bag available to me. Like I really need explosives, like I just buy from the Oh wait, that's another bomb bag and a scale. That bomb bag is wallet locked. The scale is like just slightly too expensive, but that puts the bomb bag in logic. Where was I? I was getting distracted. Oh yeah, buying the shoes from the carpet salesman is something that you cannot do if the dude is shuffled, if he doesn't like happen to have shoes, right?
Yeah, it definitely does end up being pretty significant in some seeds. In this one, probably not too much with that shuffled Gerudo card. I think it's going to take a while before we go and see what that guy's got.
Yeah, it depends on where Requiem is, too. But like, we can cross from the other side with opponents, no problem. Like I would think that the most sought after item for like the mid game is probably going to be the wallet.
Yeah.
It locks a strength upgrade, it locks Dins, it locks... What else did it lock? There was something else.
Mirror Shield.
The Mirror Shield too, like... the strength in particular.
Yeah. Strength can be pretty significant.
If that's the first one,
yeah,
it's gonna suck.
yeah, especially with Force being required for your ZL.
It said Graveyard was Path to Morpha, right? That's probably just the hook shot.
I would think so. Yeah, I mean that's already just. You can definitely just already forget about that hint.
Yeah.
It's not really gonna give you any helpful information in any way.
Come on, Jimbo, don't die. The angle is just a tad wrong.
Alright, we're in.
Yeah, that noise for. Oh wait, that's magic.
Magic and Iron Boots.
Oh, that's Giant's Knife. That's not.
Oh
Big, so.
my god.
Everything is wallet locked. Okay, yeah. So I would actually now move the urgency of the wallet from the mid game to the early game. Because like there's so much shit here, and like you kind of want to have the wallet early, so you can efficiently try to route rupees or just like get a bunch of items.
So the magic actually was 60.
60.
Yeah, so I think he's just choosing to pick up the scale now, just because it kind of opens up your routing a little bit.
Magic doesn't really do anything. I mean, Schulzer has Feroz, but there's no significant dungeon that you can enter right now that you would put Feroz in. So
yeah, like Jabu would be like the only thing, and like
I would think bottom of the well maybe depending on where Nocturne is.
But like, yeah, I would say you definitely pick up the scale. It's gonna open up your routing, and then you can just grab the magic like when you're going adult. You'll always have access to these rupees out here since you have Sun Song. Yeah. So it's not really a big deal.
So we're gonna see what the song in London Ranch is, and then probably gonna find out where the safe warp is. We have not figured out where the child safe spawn. The child spawn is yet. And then from there, you kinda have to make your way to Lost Woods. Or Kakiri Lost Woods. The Kakiri Lost Woods area, and then you could like go down the river afterward. That's probably a pretty good route. I love having a scale in the early game. Just because you just don't get stuck randomly.
Yeah, exactly. And it kind of opens you up to like the whole like you can do like Valley Lake or something, and like you'll have access to that domain.
Lake
you can do
Lost Woods so much better all of a sudden.
Yeah, like you can just kind of make it all over the world.
And we know that fire is required, so we need the boss key on Pierre, so we need to set up Scarecrow, so that makes it even better. Because you're knocking out a couple of things at once, like being a little bit more efficient.
And especially considering like there's a 50% chance that the Serenade is locked away in Ice Cavern.
Yeah, you're right.
Very nice, actually, to have that scale.
And Jimbo following behind Going Child.
Yeah, so I'd expect him to do pretty much everything that Schulzer's done up to this point. Yeah. Maybe picking up the magic if it ends up being convenient for him, but...
Yeah. The major difference between the... Oh, there's Nocturne, never mind. The major difference between the two runners at the moment is that Schulzer has brought Song of Storms from the Minuet spot that Jimbo didn't, and Storms gives you access to Bottom of the Well, which is a really strong location in the early game. We don't have ZL, but you can still do all but 4 checks in there. No, one, two, 4.
3.
4.
You can at least peek 2 of them, but
you can peek 2 of them, yeah. Oh, it sucks to go back, but we have Nocturne now, and we can even like do Dampay and stuff from this position with the Sun Song we have, so we can actually like clear most of the Child Cack area too.
Okay, moment of truth. Where are we spawning? Typically, it's going to be like Cack, Market, Kokiri, somewhere with a lot of entrances, but I'd like to see something wacky.
I mean, you mean like Cack?
That's about as boring as it gets.
I mean, this is perfect because this sets up your Bottom of the Well play. It's like the seed kind of tells you where to go. Can't wait for nothing to be here. Oh yeah, the frog. I totally glanced over the frog earlier. 124 frog, but we know that. I think we know that Biggeron's nothing, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't catch that hint, if so, but
we can do frog warp into ice.
Yeah, to get the
follow the frog.
Prelude. Let's go.
I remember playing like that. That was like 2 years ago. Like playing a qualifier seed or like a weekly or something, and like actually following the frog, and then Ice had the rank that they needed. That was pretty pog.
Jeez.
But like most of the time, like it's a fancy strat that most of the time doesn't work out. But like you don't see this very often because it's random which of the items the trade quest starts with, and you need exactly the frog to do it. And then you probably also need Serenade for it to be worth it. So if Serenade is Ice, we're not gonna see that. And then most of the time people would have actually already done Ice by the time you find the frog. So it's like, it rarely ever comes up. And sometimes it's just like slightly too much out of the way to do it. I just love it for the giggles. Bottom of the being pretty uneventful so far. Like...
Yeah, only like 4 checks left in here, or 5 checks, and no items so far.
Did Schulzer buy a 10-pack of chews somewhere? Because like I'm pretty sure he got 10 at first, and now he's at 15. So he's got a 10-pack somewhere else, right?
I think they were on a check, but I don't remember which check. Talon or something. Oh, Richard. Yeah.
It was Richard. Okay. I mean, Jimbo also has Sons, so he's not going to miss up on anything in market.
Mm-hmm.
That's Stone of Agony in the coffin. Rip that one. That's an item we're never going to pick up.
Also, something to mention, Jimbo is making a pretty early push for skulls. Also grabbing this hint stone up here, so really hunting down that information.
I mean, you know where ZL is, you're not gonna get access to it for a while, so might as well get the skull and the hint now, because you're not gonna do it. Like you can't route it with doing fairy farm anyway.
But I think he's at like at least like 6 skulls at this point.
Being on half a heart. You can barely see his health, by the way, because it's like it's a really dark color, but being on half a heart for like an extended period of time, it's like... Oh wait, there's the real big stabby. We found it. But that's the only thing we found in Well. Nothing going on, really.
Yeah, nothing down here either, so... Well, it's looking pretty dead. Pretty bad save warp.
Yeah, especially like without Nocturne, that save warp would have actually been pretty decent, but Nocturne kind of negates that. And Jim was actually buying the magic.
Schulzer is probably gonna make... I would maybe say he makes his way up the river here, and then just dives through to Lost Woods up there, or maybe dives through to the lake.
That's probably the best way to do it. Grab a couple scars along the way, get all the hints, and then... I mean, you could also make it... That's like... The spot in Upper River is like... That's like where you sometimes just have to make a decision, right? Do I, like, go down, like... You come from Lost Woods, do I go down the river, do I go into Domain with the chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can go down the river, get the chicken, go up. You can... like, if you have ZL, you can go into Domain, but like... Wait, the dog can actually follow you here? That's cool. But like... Sometimes you just have to make a decision. If you come from River, it's like, do I go Lost Woods? Do I go Domain? And like, if you come from Domain, where do you go? Like, do you do
I just
River
want to
first?
say, Jimbo's in Bombchu Bowling with a dog and half a heart. He is
Oh, he's
so
gonna
dead.
die.
He is the most
He's
dead
so
I've ever
dead.
seen anybody.
Very carefully. Don't overdo it.
Okay.
You can't do the setup! You cannot do the setup!
You cannot,
never
but he
mind.
doesn't need
Okay.
to. It's fine, it's fine.
But like, he could have filled up his wallet here. We got some Majora's Mask sound effects and music. That's pretty refreshing. And some random music in general.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call this song refreshing, but
No,
it's...
that's what it certainly started playing after I said it.
the low health sound is horrible. I think
I mean,
the
this is
restreamer has switched over to Schulzer's audio, so we
Okay,
can listen to that for a little bit.
That's a fantastic call. Oh, the chicken is doing the same noise!
You can't escape.
You can't make this shit up, dude. That's so stupid. What a coincidence. We cannot escape.
He's just
I can't stop
crazy over
laughing,
there.
dude. Okay, this is the check that Jimbo has skipped because he did.
Mhm. Yeah, I
So
guess
this-
with that,
it's nothing.
with the storm's difference, Jimbo is not gonna be missing out on anything, really.
It's like yeah.
It might be something that he ends up going back to do later on, and in fact, I would imagine that it will be something he does later on, just to make up that time difference or whatever. But yeah, for right now, it's not really gonna affect him in any major
I
way.
still can't get over the chicken, dude.
It's okay, we'll be out of the river soon.
Yeah.
Or Jimbo will pick up a piece of heart, whichever happens first.
Jimbo could really use a piece of heart right now.
Actually, I guess he will be safe warping out of here probably.
Yeah, that
so.
refills your health to 3 hearts at least.
Yeah, so then we could switch back.
Yeah.
Could have our random music again.
It's like the moment that we don't hear the chicken on Schulzer's side anymore, Jimbo's gonna be at full health again, so it's gone completely. It's like we're stuck with this on either side for the time being. At least it's not like a redead screen.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I remember the first time I actually ever shuffled the sound effects. I got a redead screen with low heart noise, and I never shuffled them since then because I was
smart move, yeah.
terrified. It's like so stressful. That's actually a domain play though. That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's just that like this place is gonna be pretty hard to access once you've left the river.
And it's a logic too, because we have the scale. So what the logic expects you to do is walk all the way south. Oh, another strength upgrade. Yeah, the sharp here is really important. That's a high-end sheet for $15. That's pretty cheap.
2 wallets for that strength.
Yep. So one strength
255.
is one wallet locked, and one strength is 2 wallet locked.
That's wild. So that 1 wallet lock strength could be.
We might
our
actually
first
not
strength.
even need them though, because Spirit is a stone, right? We don't know what song is on AD yet.
Yeah, it's possible. That
It's
we
not
could just
ZL.
find the other strength somewhere. I mean, we're gonna have to find a wallet at some point anyway.
Yeah, handing in the letter here, and freeing up the bottle for further use. That's always a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Garuda
Yeah,
Valley's
Lady
path to
Goma.
Queen Goma.
That's a pretty massive hint, honestly.
Yeah, that's really good for Schulzer because he can just like dive through to Lake and then do Valley from here, and also do some bomb lock checks on Hyrule Field on the way. So that's really efficient. That really sets him up for a good routing opportunity here.
Yeah. Jimbo gonna be heading up Death Mountain.
Also, you're gonna set up Scarecrow too, which you need for fire.
Yep.
If
Unless
you
we
don't-
find Longshot,
Unless we find Longshot, that's true. But like,
then you can do a little trick, but it's definitely safer to just set up Scarecrow.
Yeah.
And then if you don't need to pick it up later as adult, then so be it. I mean, you're there doing Valley anyway, so
yep.
not a big deal.
That song on Schulzer's side sounds familiar somehow. It's like a boss music of some sort, but I can't.
Sounds like it would be from like some like Castlevania or something.
Or
I
maybe
actually
Final
have no
Fantasy.
clue. Yeah,
Also,
possibly,
nice Windows. Like the Windows XP sound effects are so good. It's like fucking logging off. I love them. Dude, Windows XP was my first exposure to computers. My first computer was a Windows XP one in like 2002.
Oh,
And,
really?
Like, I wish I could go back to those days. The new Windows stuff was like kind of wild. It was a much simpler time back then.
I'm old, so.
Yeah. The Champ X and the Pokemon X and Y that champ. Okay, Gold
Okay.
Scale.
Oh, interesting.
That's vanilla.
So scale lock scale. That
That
is also
also-
vanilla. Yeah.
Yeah, it is also at this point in time locked by the other scale. And a bow. Domain is stacked, dude.
Yeah, domain
Schulzer's
is
actually onto something here.
the place to be. I feel like I know, this song too, but
that scale is actually scale locked, right? Because the bomb bag was scale locked.
yeah, unless we find another bomb bag
Yeah.
or hover boots. Well, no, yeah,
No,
it has to be
actually not.
because we need ZL if we go the
We needed the
river way,
scale
so
to get in there.
It has to be scale to get in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like
The
ZL
first
is
scale was in the market shop, I think. For 70
ZL's
bucks.
potentially not locked by that bow specifically, so it's I don't know.
No, wait, it is. Well, not by that bow, but there could be another bow available. Yeah, yeah, yep, you're right.
But yeah, I mean, at least it opens up another couple checks that we can do. So we're gonna be doing this potentially Tektite if he chooses to go that way.
We can actually do
wouldn't
across this
think
checkout too, like
it would.
immediately. That's pretty cool.
Pick up some rupees, you know. I don't think Schulzer has any shops left. So
I think we've seen all of them, yeah.
yeah, but it's still going to be pretty important to have those rupees. Like you said, picking up the wallet's not going to fill it, so
Yep.
you may as well just fill this wallet now, so you have the money later when you do find a wallet.
Yep. Like trying to grab some money here and there, walking by stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like in the early game, I like to like get a couple of these like $5 lying around across Lost Woods and it's like Forest Meadow and Kokiri. And this is actually the anticipated play of going to Hyrule Field from Lake and then going into Valley and getting the item that's on there. That's also really cool because Schulzer has, as far as I remember, not been to Lost Woods yet. So they can actually, if the Kokiri sword is in Valley, they can just bring that for their first trip. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yep. He has been through Lost Woods. I think he did check the grottos in there.
Did he? Oh yeah, as adult. He did that as adult because he got it on the way to Storms. Yeah.
But yeah, Jimbo is the first one here as child.
I've totally glanced over the song that we just got. What was that? Requiem? Requiem Path to Phantom Ganon? Like, if Requiem leads to Saria's, then we know what's up.
Which is definitely a possibility. Pretty likely, actually. There's not too many places. With, like, ZL locked by Forest, there's not too many places that Saria's could be.
That's true. And... wait, Schulzer has not checked the Storm's Grotto, and Jimbo can't, so we're not gonna find out what's in there for a bit. Unless I just missed Schulzer doing it. Like, sometimes it's just, like, you get a song a minute, like, and a minute later, like, it kind of has to sink in that you just got something that unlocks something immediately. And then by the time you realize it's too late, you walk past it. He did it. Okay, thank you, Zephyr.
So, time to potentially see what's in the valley here.
Our friend the chicken is back. Oh, K-Sword is big. Oh, it's this old tunic. Never mind.
I really wish it didn't turn nighttime because I was trying to identify that song. I'm pretty sure that's a Final Fantasy song, but I can't remember which one.
Final Fantasy has a lot of songs.
Oh no, it's from that one game, the Chrono Trigger. That's the one. Yeah. It's been a while.
I've not played Chrono Trigger. There's so many games I haven't played.
It's the like 680 or whatever.
Rox 2 is dead, and let's see if there's something in the waterfall. The crate didn't have anything. So this could be Slingshot or Kokiri Sword or something that leads to it, or it's nothing, because then it would be Hammer locked.
Yeah, I mean, we already have the opponent.
You know what? This could also be Hammer, which locks the other thing and... No, that's
Kokiri Sword! Okay, he's changing it to
fixing time of day.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. I thought he was warping away. I was
no.
terrified. Okay. We're good.
Oh, setting up Danpei time is what this is.
Okay, that's smart. So he's gonna go up Death Mountain, I assume, to get to Lost Woods, since that's like the best way to do it now.
It's like you can't really do a lot of checks on the way though, but it's probably better than like crossing Hyrule Field to get to.
Yeah, I mean, like you could go back down to the lake and dive through, and then dive through again, but like even that's not amazing. And at least, yeah, this way you get a few checks. You can pick up some skulls if you want to.
But light, that's. I don't think you can see this check as child from here. Only adult can see it.
Which one?
The one that Jimbo just peeked on the right hand of the Colossus.
Oh, you can see it very clearly if it's big.
But as adult only, right? Because
Nope.
that's what I was told.
Even as child. As
what?
adult, you can see, I believe, whether it's small or large. But as child, you can see it if it's large, and it's like very clear.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Because like everyone just tells you something else, and yes, this is Saria's. So the path to Phantom Ganon has already been resolved. Kind of. I mean, there could also be still something else, but like, we know where our strength is. Like, well, I would be hoping for like a wallet at that point. Like, that's like the most likely item to be on a path to Phantom Ganon going forward, right? Because
Right, considering
the only thing we're
the
missing is the
strengths.
strength, yeah.
Yeah, seeing some early child spirit here. Pretty good. Pretty dense area. And you can climb.
If you can climb, it's a dense area. Otherwise, you've crossed something else out that might have been necessary, maybe. Like if Barsky's here. Like, I would rather nothing be in here, honestly, because Spirit is a stone and I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, we can't really do anything here without a scale, without a slingshot or boomerang, logically at least.
Yeah.
So it seems that Jimbo has seen something on the other side.
There is a small key there, and it seems like he
Yeah.
wants to continue. Not sure.
I mean, that's like, I don't think I would spend the time here, given the situation, that we have to do it with choose.
Yeah, especially considering he's
He's not getting
having
it.
too much luck
And,
with
like,
it.
bothering with... What I like to do is, I just like to kill the stuff as fast.
Yeah,
you
that's
can-
a fair play.
You can break the stick in the lobby. You can like what you can. Yeah, what I like to do is if I come in this room, I like to break the stick and then use nuts to kill the bats and stuff. And then you can actually just like go ahead and go into the left room first because your stick is still broken, right? You
Yeah.
can do that, right? Yeah. And then you would kill the guy, or like peek the chest and see it's nothing. Like, you probably still kill the guy and do the true startup because you've not peeked the right side first. But, like, it depends on how many sticks you still have left. But Jimbo has, like, 2. And 2 is not a lot.
No.
You kind of want to be above 2 if you want. Because, like, if you break one by accident, you can still do the broken stick stuff.
So it looks like Jimbo gonna set up his time of day to get Dompe here. Missing out on that info about the Kokiri sword, which is kind of hurting him right now. Schulzer is heading towards the Deku tree.
That hint was in Zora's domain. And Zora's domain for Jimbo, as far as Jimbo's concerned, is really far away from him right now.
Yeah, he does have that scale, and he knows there's a shop there, so I think it is something he's probably gonna do early on. But yeah, for now, Schulzer taking the early lead, I would say.
Not grabbing the cash. I mean, you don't need $5 necessarily, but... So we're collecting some skulls here.
Yeah, I think he should hit 10 here, so...
Yep, we're
That's
definitely
a-
hitting 10, that's good. It's like a good benchmark to hit 10 when you're in Night CAC as child for the first time. Depending on where you've been before, but... Skulls are not that hard to come by in the early game. There's like some convenient ones on the way, especially if you have Sun Song. You can just like stretch it a bit. You get some in Kokiri and stuff. That's 10. But Schulzer being in a really favorable position here because he can just like do Deku, which is required, and it's also quicker check dens, and you also get two more hidden, which is pretty good. All that he obtained all of these items and information while he was doing something he was going to do anyway, and that's Market Path to Bongo. I wonder why. I wonder if there's like, hold on, no, it wasn't the Din's Fire. The Din's Fire wasn't. The Din's Fire was somewhere else. It's the magic then, probably.
Yeah, the magic makes sense.
The magic in the bombshell shop, and the bombshell shop, yeah. Again, I would have rather point this to a wallet. I really need to know where the wallet is at this point. Well, we need as far as it stands, we need at least one wallet because there's a strength wallet locked. We haven't found a replacement strength yet, and the other strength is locked by another wallet. So with that we need two, but we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know yet if we need to do anything in Adult Spirit.
We definitely need the wallet for Din's, though. At the very
we definitely need the wallet anyway. So, but like the first wallet could also just be strength locked if a strength just magically shows up.
Also, while Schulzer goes through Deku here, worth pointing out that Jimbo is making the correct play, so he'll be following right behind Schulzer.
It just sucks a little bit for Jimbo because he's already been to River once, and now he's like just walking up the river twice. It's like a little bit of wasted time, but it's still, you really want to make that play. Like, hasn't he been in Lost Woods a minute ago?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
he could have totally just like used the scale. Oh no, you need the chicken. The problem is you need the chicken. Yeah, so you need to go down the river then anyway. So it's like there's no point routing it that way.
Yeah, and he warped out to do like Dompe and Skulls and all that. So
yeah,
kind of makes sense. Like
it does.
He made the early play for Skulls and
he's on Heart of Half a Heart again.
Yeah.
Dude is just living dangerously. Nothing in Deku Tree so far. Kind of disappointing.
Yeah, only Goma left, and that's logically locked by Slingshot, so... It's, at least as far as like logic goes, there has been nothing in Deku Tree that we need. Yep. But we do need to complete this to get our ZL, so just a strength or a wallet away from getting Zelda's Lullaby now.
Yeah, we are. So there was actually nothing in Well, right? So Jimbo might, like, because of his route, he might actually not go to Well at all. Maybe, like, there's a chance. So that's
it's possible, yeah.
Saves.
Doesn't look too happy to see that Valley hint.
I mean,
or maybe
still,
he was
it's still
happy.
like the best spot because you can just do it afterwards. But it's annoying. Like no one ever wants to go to Valley.
Oh, we got some Minish Cap overworld music.
Yo, that's Minish Cap. Right. Took me a bit. Not played that game in a while. And that's Goma down. We get anything for trouble? Anything it's worth? Come on. Just... no, never mind.
Nope.
Well, Jimbo could really use that recovery hard right now. Or rather, we could use it.
I think as far as checks go, I think like our best play at the moment is probably just a dip into Forest. Which Furores and Magic, it's not actually that bad. But yeah, we do know Forest's path to Evolve. It could just be for the wallet.
We've not seen the hammer yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen the hammer, but we do know that like A strength is wallet locked.
Yeah, we know that we need to climb a certain distance in fire, given that Pierre was hinted the boss key, so we need that strength guaranteed for fire, logically.
Honestly, at this point, I would expect that we see a wallet in Forest Temple that unlocks the strength, which
And then
is
you have to go
like
back.
already the path to fire, and then yeah, you just have to go back to forest to beat it. Or like hammer could be ZL locked, or like any number of things. But
yeah, maybe we're like 45 minutes in. It's not like that we've seen an awful lot of the seed. Just have to hang in there for a little bit. And Schulzer is going back adult here, I think.
Yeah, makes sense. You pretty much full cleared child at this point.
Yeah.
So
like everything you could do as child, you did. So there's
Yeah.
nothing else left. At least it's not going to die on bouncy bowling. Going to save some time here.
he has been up to SFM, right? Like he did pick up the Requiem and use that to get Sari's.
Hold on. I mean, it's not on his tracker.
He might not
So
have.
either our tracker is sleeping or he just doesn't have it.
No, he doesn't have it on his personal tracker. I don't think he.
Okay, so we actually
Okay,
he's going to go to
then.
Lost Woods from here then. That's going to eat up some time. This is like an
Yeah.
opportunity for Jimbo to catch back up a little bit.
I think at this point, like being this far, you might just assume that it's just Sorry the song there. It's not actually gonna do anything for you in the adult segment.
Yeah.
So like maybe at this point he just considered skipping it altogether. But man, that is
I mean, he
With
probably
Requiem there,
assumes
it
it's
could-
just Saria's. But like,
yeah. It could be dangerous.
yeah. I mean, we've not seen anything in Spirit yet. And Spirit is not required, so he might actually get away with it. He might. But it's a tad risky, I would say.
Yeah, as we expected, picking up the magic on his way to adult. Gonna be able to drop that in forest, where I would imagine he's heading to next.
Yeah.
At least, like, it is a required dungeon. You can leave Furores there. You can do what you can. Like, it's. I think it's a pretty like.
I don't
solid
feel
play
like
at this point.
Feroz is that useful in Forest unless you can like get up at least to like the Flowmaster or something. But like we don't have the strength yet, so
You don't have Minuet. It saves a ton of time.
oh yeah, because you're right. I was like thinking more like in dungeon routing, but like we're not gonna get Minuet for the time being, or like if at all, right? Because there was an
Yeah.
ID. We're not gonna get that. Unless like Twin Rover and Baronade happen to have important items, then we're not gonna see anyone play Minuet this seed. And like not having Minuet in random spawns is that's like probably the most important song I feel.
It can be pretty good, yeah. I mean, I would definitely put Prelude up there, but
Yeah, for sure. It's between the
I think
two.
it's a matter of opinion, yeah.
Okay, so Jimbo going for the valid play, gonna find the Kikiri sword, and then gonna do follow in Schulzer's tracks and do Decatry. But Jimbo has actually done a little bit in fire already. Which Schulzer will do at some point. It's like a minute or two. Probably more like 1 minute. What is it? Whipping all the stuff. Yeah, we're getting ready for a forest play here, definitely. So this is the second time he's gonna jump over Midas' head. Alright, this is the second time he's gonna... Okay, we got it.
We got there. It's okay. Gonna equip bombs
Sometimes
probably.
it just takes a moment.
Yeah.
But like the most important part is that you, like with most tricks, is that it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things how fast you do them, as long as you are able to do them, like somewhat consistently.
Yeah.
Like consistency is much more important than speed.
So Jimbo not gonna lose his chicken here. Hopefully he remembers not to drop on this ground here. But I think he's just gonna see the item and fly all the way over to the ladder.
Yeah, it's like the preferred strat. Seeing Waluigi in this game is so surreal. If he at least did like some Waluigi noises, like wow, every roll. It would probably
Oh,
piss
God,
me off,
imagine.
but like someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. Waluigi voice pack. We need that.
Alright,
All
here
right.
we go.
I don't think I've been this excited about watching someone play Forest Temple in like a while, because like I feel like there's got to be something here. There's no way there's nothing here. It's hinted to, so like, Wallet is Wallet gives you access to Zora Tunic, gives you access to the strength upgrade that you need. The wallet is just like, I feel that's the item that has to show up next in some way, shape, or form. In one way or another, we kind of need that. It's like also the one single item that locks the most items you would need for fire. I don't mind forest as much. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. And we're setting for walls. Very smart. Oh, Jimbo is actually gonna... Hold on. Jimbo's gonna make the move to... He just... I'm not imagining this, right? Deja vu. This is like... legit Jimbo leaving Lake for the second time.
Yeah, so what he did was he checked the 2 grottos just outside of Lake earlier.
Yeah. So...
And then he's checking this on his way back to Lost Woods.
But he doesn't need to go back to Lost Woods, though. Well, no, for Deku
He
Tree.
does,
He
yeah.
needs to go back to Deku Tree, specifically. Deathmont Trail?
Trail
is
is
the Trailer
the-
Crater.
Trail. So that's some good info, and a heart
And,
container.
Much needed health refill.
Yeah,
Because he's been on half a
struggling.
heart for like half of the playtime of the scene. Like, I would be so stressed out. Like, not that because it's like necessarily dangerous, but it's just like the music, like the sound effects just stress you out so much.
Mm-hmm. What is this? Isn't this from...
This certainly gives me some Mario Kart vibes.
Yeah, I thought so too.
The enemy music is so disturbing.
I know.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know, like that instrument, it just hits me the wrong way. I don't know. I don't like.
We don't really have a lot of path hints to work with. Oh, that's a big chance.
Oh, okay, here we go.
I was like, let's talk about the logic and pass some time, but there's the hammer. Okay. Well,
Okay.
that was straightforward. I was
Yeah.
hoping for the wallet, but now we can actually somewhat beat fire. Not logically, by all means, but
Yeah,
I mean, we can like do some progression.
we can at least do some checks in there. Other than that, like, we have a bomb bag logically, so like... I don't know, I guess we also get like value hammer rocks, potentially.
Yeah, but like that's like you don't really want to cross that gap without
Yeah,
having
no.
Gerudo Cut. I mean, it's a check. Gerudo Cut is a check, so you can do like if you set up Scarecrow, you can do. Well, you can do Horseback Archery. No, you can't because you need the card. So you can do Rooftop and the Gerudo Cut check and Hammer Rocks, and that's it. Like you don't really want to do that. That's a big commitment for not a lot of payback, payoff. Payoff. That's the word I'm looking for.
Just gonna make a day, get this CAC archery check out of the way.
Oh yeah, that one that he doesn't have enough money for.
Yep, that's the one.
Has he not talked to Andrew?
Oh my god.
Hold on. He just forgot. At least he remembered, but like that's
Yeah,
a slip up.
that it happens. It happens.
That's Final Destination from Melee, right?
Yeah, I mean it's at least from Smash. I'm not like a big Smash person, so.
What's Schulzer doing next, though?
Gonna go pick up that Scarecrow song, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, you kind of want to do that before going to fire.
Mm-hmm.
And not having Serenade is kind of just kind of annoying right now. Like one of these scenes where you actually want Serenade.
I guess he could also like.
We can do big
on
pose.
his way.
Yeah, we can totally do that. No, he has like his bottle is empty. He can do it. Well, Jimbo's handled it.
Looks like he won't.
We have gold scale. We can actually check this, like get this item.
Mm-hmm.
In Tactile. Like I feel like checking big pulse would have been a good idea, unless it's like hinted, and we missed.
I would have liked to see it, yeah.
All right, Tactile, what are you hiding? That's the second meme item we're not going to pick up.
Yeah, we all know that one.
This music is so dramatic. Like, why?
Jimbo's still sticking to the skulls here. It's at 13 already.
I mean, that's probably a good number to hit at like around the hour mark. You kind of want to be around like 10 to 12 or maybe a little bit more.
Especially like considering how dry the seed has been so far.
Yeah. I mean, 10 skulls didn't have anything either, but like 20 skulls could be something on 20 skulls.
Maybe that's the wallet we're waiting for.
Yeah. I feel like the wallet at this point is available, and like anything past the room in fire that Jimbo already did needs the Goron tunic logically.
Yeah.
So it's
like
Goron
that tunic,
wallet,
strength, like it needs all that. So
and like maybe the bow, but we do have that, like to get further up in fire. And potentially even hovers to beat the dragon first and then climb back up. No,
yeah,
that's not,
like
that's
if
not
we
possible.
if we get
that's
to
not possible. That's not possible because we know where the boss key is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but if we get to Pierre and we don't have any keys at that point, then we'll have to get the key from Valve to go up to the spot where.
Oh no!
You, like,
yeah, you're right.
Pillar, right.
You're right. Yep. Yep.
So it is possible.
Okay, so I was actually not talking out of my ass. That's good to hear.
Nah, you're good. You know your stuff.
It's like with like so little nuances and details in this game, logically and non-logically, it's so easy to just mix them up ever so slightly every once in a while. And if that happens during a race, it's like, ah.
Oh yeah, we have all of Dodongo's Cavern too.
How has no one touched Dodongo's Cavern yet? I didn't even realize it. It's like kind of hard to route in.
People do that in 1v1s a lot, I find. And like I get it on some level, but I'm always gonna check the Dodongo's Cavern. Yeah, I don't care.
Like sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
Like not that massive of an investment.
Yeah. I mean, unless I'm like really busy doing other stuff, then like I will pretty much.
I mean, Schulzer is kind of pushing progression here, which is a play I do like, but it just means that we're not seeing DC, and DC could just have the wallet. It could just be there.
At least like their spawn is right there. They also have Bolero, so like it's available.
Oh yeah, Chad is pointing out that there could be like we're looking. What's the bet? Is it for the wallet?
I think wallet, yeah. Yeah, our first wallet.
Where's the first wallet? The first wallet. Well, like, the first wallet we're seeing on Restream, not the first wallet logically. So there could be a wallet on Valve, yes, but it would be the second one.
Mm-hmm. Logically, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we find another strength.
Yeah. Yeah, no one is really that excited about Ice Cavern now, is I mean, it's not that we can get there yet.
Schulzer getting a nice instant grab. Also, we have reached the 1 hour mark, so it is time for the shoutouts to our wonderful
Hold on,
volunteers.
Rang.
Oh, boomer.
Okay, now continue.
Child spirits and logic, which is a little tricky.
Jobs and logic.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so thank you to everybody who volunteered for this race. I know it was kind of like it was planned to be restreamed, but kind of just got confirmed to be restreamed at the very last minute. So thank you to Mel and Chuckles, who are our trackers today. Definitely give them a follow. Shoutouts to our restreamer, Golden Devil, who made this all happen for us, got everything set up. And thank you to, of course, my co-commentator, Daredevin.
And also a big shout out to my co-commentator, Drew.
Yeah,
I am really enjoying this. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we're having a good time in the booth. Got some tea. Do you have like any beverage on hand?
I'm drinking coffee. I got coffee and water, so.
I'm really not a coffee person. Like, I'm also not drinking tea for caffeine reasons. I have my energy drinks for that. Already had one of those, and now I'm finishing my tea, and then I got some water. Just consuming all the stuff today.
Got some Final Fantasy IV cave music here in the Fire Temple.
Dum 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 dum. This
That's so funny.
I love this. I love it.
It's funny when like it ends up as like the boss dying.
Yeah,
it's like
boss
they're
logging off.
Fantastic.
Yep. Schulzer actually using the big Oron sword here, which is gonna make this fight significantly slower, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Master Sword actually does more damage to this boss. It has the same damage table as Ganon
has,
which is... I don't know why, but...
I mean, someone made an oopsie.
Yeah,
he could not be bothered to menu for that.
They made a lot of interesting decisions when they made this game, but...
Yeah, let's say that all of those were conscious decisions. Right?
Yeah, we don't know, but...
Jimbo's heading to Forest as well.
Makes sense. It's, I mean, it's progression, and it's path, and it might be the thing that opens up this bottleneck, as far as you know, so...
It's like the best play he's got.
And you can always just dump Furores in there. Like, you don't have to make the trip twice.
I think Furores makes this... like, not having Furores would make this so inconvenient that, like, you could... I think I would actually like, consider doing DC fast. But it's, like, because it's so far out of the way.
I could see that, yeah.
But like, it's actually rather smart that he's doing this. Like, he's routing getting the song with going into Forest for the first time.
Yeah.
Because, like... Well, he's gonna save at least one time going to the meadow here. Going through the meadow.
Yeah, you will have some storms checks to worry about later on, but for right now, like, it is just saving him a trip, which is good.
Zephyr asking the questions here. If there's some actual lore as to why the flare dancers take more damage, but there's actually a hint stone that tells you that the flare dancers do not fear Goron crafted blades, but that's a junk hint that was entirely made up.
Okay.
Like that's not
It's not a vanilla junk hint.
It's not canon.
Not canon. Okay.
Right. We're actually gonna discover a little bit more stuff in Fire, hopefully. But like, what would we be expecting then? Because stuff is gonna be in like more than one way wallet locked. Everything that's past this room is wallet locked. So
yeah, it's just got to be Dodongo's Cavern, right? Like, I mean, there are other checks out there, but it's just so many checks in there. Like, I think like half the checks they have available right now are just in Dodongo's Cavern. So, like, at least half.
Yeah, I feel like Jimbo might actually be following Schulzer around for just a little bit longer. Like, set of Scarecrow, go to Fire. That's a valid play in this position. Like, why did Jimbo lose so much time? Like, Schulzer even checked well.
I think just like a lot of like inefficiency as child, just kind of not having like the information as early as he would have liked it, having to go up river twice.
Yeah, having to go up river twice just makes up like for 2 minutes with the chicken and stuff. Is that 2 minutes or is it more like 1 minute? Like somewhere in between 1 or 2 minutes.
It's a few, yeah, I would say.
Like I'm so bad with timing, like knowing what actions in this game, like what sub routes in this game take like how many minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty much like his whole walk from the mountain to the river, and then up the river as
he
a
walked down the
like
trail,
that
like,
whole
multiple
walk
times
is
too.
just dead time. Like he'd lost time.
I mean, he can make some back if he doesn't go too well, but then he's still behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm wondering if like he feels as behind as he is, and whether like that could possibly push him towards a Valley Fortress play.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally the last location you want to go to, given what items we have.
Yeah, but I mean, like, considering you have to go out there to get Scarecrow anyway, like, maybe it's something that's on his mind.
It's, like, not that far away, but it's still, like, you still need to leave Lake and then cross the bridge.
Yeah.
We can now check Hammer Rocks, which is good. It's, like, one more check that we can do along the way, but it's, like, again, it's 3 checks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what would be really funny? Vanilla card.
That would be pretty funny, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that, by the way. But again, I'm not playing with that setting a lot and watching races with that setting a lot. But vanilla Garuda card would really that's like the last thing you do.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I don't see anyone like big braining it, rushing GTG with nothing and finding the card.
I wonder. Okay, because he has Requiem. Actually, what I would have liked to see is maybe like a reverse.
Oh yeah, reverse.
And then you check like Fortress into Valley into.
Yeah. Well, like you kind of know where Dins is, so wait, Wasteland was hinted. Hold on, Wasteland is hinted.
Wasteland's
I think
hinted.
it's nothing, so you don't even have to wait for Dins.
Because like going through Hyrule Field here, you're not getting any checks this way.
Yeah.
I think it would have been interesting to see the other path there, or like the other.
Jimbo
right.
can actually check Big Pose though, which Schulzer didn't. So Big Pose could also just have something. Market was on the path to Bongo. Which
it's had magic, but I mean, there's another one out there, right? Like,
I mean, it could also point towards the wallet because Din's is wallet locked. So maybe Big Pose has wallet. That's it. It doesn't have to be because the path has already been resolved in a way, but it still could be.
It could be.
So like you kind of want to. Well, people always say, like, you full clear your way of the heroes and stuff, and, like, to a degree, I can agree with that, but, like, sometimes it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like, the Graveyard Path to Morpha, like, that's done. You don't need to worry about that. Like, you don't need to full clear that area. You found a hook shot in a Morpha path. Like, that's your path, right?
Also, Graveyard has already been cleared, right? Well, except for the song, but, like...
Yeah, the song and Composer's Grave. I'm not sure if that was hinted. Also, worth noting, Jimbo's in here without Scarecrow. He's doing some shield flicks. I think he realizes
he does have
that
the
he's
hint, though, right?
Yeah, I think he's realized that he's put himself into a bad spot here.
Yeah, I mean it's not that bad because we have Bolero. You can't set for raw like he's set for raws in Forest, and you don't want to set for raws in here if you set in Forest. So Forest is on Forest Temple, Hammers on Forest Temple map chest.
I really think you just do this loop and, like, warp out. Just go to Requiem. Like, that's your best option at this point.
Yeah.
Like, you just do this loop and warp out. If you climb, like, you're actually just taking a massive risk that you're gonna find Longshot within, like, 3 checks. Like, it's not...
Yeah. I don't think that's, like, a risk to take. That's, like, that's just a mistake, in my opinion.
Yeah, like, it's just... Like, that's never gonna happen for you. Like, you have to accept that that's never gonna happen. There's no... Like, I don't know. You can't just, like, rely on a miracle here, I think. And hopefully he's not going to.
No, it's like... You must feel massively behind it. I don't think Jimbo feels that far behind. Like, probably a bit, but not by that much that he has to rely on, like, a miracle, as you said. That's the wrong side of the chest. Jimbo does not have Scarecrow, no. I mean, it's hard to set up the seed. Because, like, no Serenade.
Okay. He did peek the other chest earlier, so
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to Bolero though, so
I sometimes play a song and then reconsider and I play another.
maybe he's gonna do DC. I mean, you can find a long shot.
I think this got to be a DC play. DC is
I
your
don't-
most checked dislocation at this point. And if
Yeah.
DC has the long shot, he can actually forego going to Lake entirely
Yeah,
for the time
I think
being.
this is
That
fun.
would actually be fantastic. Like, I'm thinking more like a wallet.
Mhm.
With the wallet, we can actually also do the first 2 checks in Shadow.
Plus,
Doesn't
like,
get
if you find a
begins.
wallet here, it's like pretty convenient.
Never-
Oh, no, he's
Huh?
going to Lake.
How? Why? Why do we go this way? Is this actually faster?
It's faster to get to Lake, yeah, but you don't really get to do anything along the way, which I don't really like. But
I mean, Jimbo's probably
fine.
thinking that, like, on the like in the case of being behind, like he probably is anticipating that Schulzer's already done DC, so he's not gonna go. there.
yeah, it's
To save
definitely
some time.
possible. Yeah,
But like the DC play would have been the best play he had, I think. Schulzer's on Volvaggio, by the way. Does this mean that we got key locked?
yeah. There were no, or I'm not sure if I think he did all this before, or he got the boss key before doing the shortcut or the like upper maze Goron. So one of those could have
Brutus
been a key.
Letter
I
was
did
in the
not
shop
catch
too.
it.
And magic wasn't, yeah, magic, scale, strength, two strength upgrades, Din's irons.
Yeah,
Shops are always stacked, I don't know what it is.
yeah. I mean, it's 32 checks, so it's pretty significant.
Yeah.
Except in multi-world.
It's
My
not a key,
multi-world
though.
check, like my multi-world shops never have anything.
Yeah. Schulzer actually, so Volv is not a key, so Schulzer just decided to bail. Or he had seen all the items. But I don't think you can actually say that, right? Unless Hammer Chest is hinted.
No, yeah.
I don't think it's gonna go back, but like we didn't find anything meaningful in fire.
Yeah, I guess we're
So
going
this
to DC.
this is the DC play then.
This has to be it, yeah.
Like Jimbo actually kind of needed to do the DC play like a couple minutes ago because now Schulzer's gonna go beat him to it.
Mm-hmm. Imagine if he does, like, if he just does this grotto and warps out.
But like, where to warp to? What does it do?
I was
There's
gonna say, I
nothing-
don't know,
there's
like,
no-
where you would go at this point.
I don't think there's any other place left to check on the
Jabu.
DC. Yeah, okay, DC, Jabu, and Fortress for like 2 checks.
Imagine if he just left and went to Jabu.
Oh, by the way, Big Pose is still on the table if it wasn't hinted yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, GTG's not. The Garuda card is shuffled, which, well, is a slight problem in the seed. Just a slight problem. That rang is actually not what Jimbo wants to find, but maybe just like the wallet is in Jabu, and Jimbo would just make a fantastic read on the seed and just go to Jabu.
That's
Like
not a
rank
read,
chest,
that's
rank
just-
chest was hinted, right? Rank chest was. Pretty sure it was hinted something. Oh yeah, Goron Tunic. I think rank chest is a Goron Tunic.
That's interesting.
Hold on. Does that change anything? No, because we
No,
don't have
because the
strength
hammer
yet.
was our path. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, DC time. Let's go. This play is long overdue, in my opinion.
Yeah,
given
I
how
think
dry
so.
this seed
too.
has been so far. Get another hint. Okay, that's another. Oh. If you do DC early,
This cannot be
this is the best hint. Like this is a really important hint. Like if you do River before CAC, like it doesn't happen this seed because obviously you spawn up there. But like if you take the bomb bag from CAC and go back into DC, you get that hint before your child 1, you're set up.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, because that sets you up with an efficient route. Like, it doesn't lead to any items, but
You
like
get the
having
scale,
the efficient
like,
route like saves you so much time.
You get the scale, you do Lon into Valley, into Lake, and then do Domain, and then get your bow and stuff. Like, holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
So we found the God route, but none of the runners has. Fantastic. Just for that hit, it would have been worth it. Jimbo getting ready for the fight, or like for climbing higher, I suppose. These fairies just don't want to cover today. Bro.
No.
I think he's gonna die.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that
fine to
fills up
just-
his health, and then he's gonna re-catch the other one, and that's fine.
Exactly, yeah.
Unless
yeah,
it
this is fine.
spawns.
Should be
And
okay.
now contact. Okay, we're good.
Didn't curse him. We're fine.
I would have saved Quid out of there, like out of just like not wanting to die.
Yeah, I think
like,
it's probably
actually
better
dying.
to take the death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Right, still nothing DC except for this fantastic hint. That's a big chest. All right,
Oh boy.
all the time. It's got to be here.
you would expect it to be here at the
But
very
like, what does
least.
the wallet then unlock? Like, there was nothing in fire, so you can like go to.
It
You
unlocks
can do a
ZL.
go-to.
ZL's pretty significant.
Oh yeah, it gives you because of hold on, the strength. I forgot again. These my brainy. Like if I was
That's
alone here, I would just talk out of my ass constantly. But yeah, that strength upgrade is huge if we can get our hands on that. Like, you know what else this could be? Another strength upgrade.
That's true. Yeah.
That's not what you want to see. Certainly, you really want that wallet, but
Yeah.
this could also be the Garuda card.
Imagine.
It's a slingshot.
It's a slingshot.
Hold on.
That's not logically. I mean, like you need that to be
Are we
Goma, so
behind?
that did have to be somewhere.
Either Chad was guessing this correctly ahead of time, or we're like behind by like a minute.
No, they were just
Once.
guessing.
Okay.
It's just funny coincidence.
Schulzer not gonna farm bombs here. I think 6 is a really low bomb count, and that part you can like at least get 10 with bow, even
Yeah.
15. Just fill up your bomb bag. But
Yeah, it probably would have been worth, but
yeah, there's not a lot of things I dislike in this game, but one of those things is being low on bombs.
okay, here we go.
Big chest again. It's a bomb.
Oh my god. Okay. So DC wasn't the play, possibly.
DC was
There's
not
one
the
more
play,
check,
no.
but
Yeah, I mean, having that bow before the one like this actually makes the domain play a little bit less powerful if you do it after DC because you already have the bow. But
yeah,
still,
you get the hint, you get the bow in here. Like this place basically just is like DC or Domain Junior. Like
I mean the scale you get the gold scale doesn't do anything either really, because we know where irons are and we're guaranteed a wallet by the end of the game.
yeah.
Right, that's the king down. Let's see. I mean, after this we have Jabu and Valley, like Fortress, and that's it.
There's also 20 skulls, which Jimbo has
And
been
20
working
skulls.
towards. That would be like a big comeback if 20 skulls is the first wallet.
Yeah, I think Schulzer's like slightly above 10, but Jimbo should have a couple more.
Yeah, I think he's at
not a-
like 15 or 16 at this point.
It's not okay. King Dodongo was absolutely broke.
Yeah,
Nothing
so
to
at this point, DC wasn't the play. It might have been the play early on. It definitely would have helped you early on.
Yeah.
But at this point in the seed, it didn't really do anything for us. So where to next? I would say probably Valley Fortress area. Maybe
I
checking
would
10
think Jabu.
big codes along the way.
maybe.
Well,
Jabu gives
big
you more
codes.
skulls.
He also hasn't
But,
checked
no,
cat
wait.
archery because he didn't have the money. So
Valley actually gives you a significant amount of skulls too.
yeah, that's true.
It's like 4. 2 in Fortress. Well, no, you can't. You don't have cards.
You
so
can get
can't
one
go to
in
the upper area.
Fortress, and then
One
yeah,
in
2 in
Fortress.
Valley, which is pretty good. It's still pretty.
But Jabu
significant.
has 4, and then outside of Jabu you can get another 2 because we have Rang and Suns.
Mm-hmm. Could be top of fire. That could be the play. Jimbo.
Yeah,
Could
Jimbo.
climb,
If Jimbo
maybe.
actually decides to continue, we have 18. Jimbo has 18 skulls.
Yeah, he's close.
like I would actually want to do 20 then.
Yeah, like at this point you kind of have to. Like when you've committed this hard to skulls,
Yeah.
like once you're at 18, like 20 is a check you're doing at some point in this seed.
Sooner rather than later too, because like if you collect 20 and then don't cash them in, the longer you wait, the more likely your opponent is to also have collected 20. They kind of want to push that.
And I think he still has the skull in CAC left, so this is basically a 19 at this point.
Yeah, the Night Cat skull,
And-
like the last one to round things up, basically.
Looks like with him going down, he might opt to climb. Like he's gonna pick up this key and open the shortcut for sure.
Yeah, but the question is though, like I think that might have been what Schulzer did: open up the shortcut and then just don't bother to climb back up. And what Jimbo probably needs to do here is actually climb. It's not going to give him the wallet though, unless that's the second wallet.
Yeah, unless
Like, what-
there's like another strength somewhere.
I mean, no, I think it. No, it can't be. Unless the strength upgrade is like the big factor here, because we know that there's a Goron Tunic on rank chest available to us, and it has been
Yeah.
available for quite a while now. And that's big
Alright,
pose from
see.
Schulzer.
Yeah, some big pose.
shot.
Or
And
a big
Jimbo's
pose,
actually
but-
climbing, so this is like either of these locations could have something.
Yeah,
And like, Jimbo really needs to catch back up. Jimbo really needs like, I wouldn't necessarily say a miracle, but like something close to that.
yeah.
Jimbo's really far behind.
Yeah, and I think this play makes a lot of sense. You don't really have a whole lot of checks left at this point, so I think climbing fire here
Yeah,
is a
I
good
mean,
play. I mean, he has DC, but
going into Compass, like he's going to avoid that probably.
I think at this
I
point
think
he's probably gonna try to avoid DC as much
He
as
has
he
to
can.
avoid it.
Yeah.
But like he doesn't know. We know, but he does.
hmm
Well, like checking Compass. Okay, that's an item. Checking Compass into highest Goron, and then like you can cross out the key on like maybe a key on.
So since Valve doesn't have a key, these last two checks both have to be keys. Jimbo doesn't know that until he sees an item on Valve, but we.
So does he
know
do
that.
does he do high does he do hammer chest then?
I
Does
don't
hammer
think
chest-
he'll go to hammer chest, or at least I really hope he doesn't.
I think if I was up here, I would. I was like
Also, Schulzer's
can't-
going child. Is this a like?
that might be a Jabu play then.
He
I don't think we
hasn't been to SFM as child, so maybe he's checking to make sure the song here is just Saria's.
Yeah. Then he's
And
gonna
then once he
do
gets Requiem, it's like
he's
Child
gonna
Spirit
dip Child
opens up.
Spirit, yeah. But then what? Then you've made like all the way to Minuet spot, or like to Saria spot, to SFM, and then you warp out of there with Requiem, don't find anything. And what are you gonna do? You kinda have to go back to Lost Woods with that Sarias to do like one more check in Lost Woods, and then head into Jabu kind of to make this child section worth it.
Also, I like how his child sprite is just smaller Waluigi. I
Waluigi.
didn't even take that into account until now.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. It's
Did you
like
say it's
hold on,
small
something
Luigi?
something small Luigi. Something doesn't check out here though. It's like dude is like it's just like he's missing half of his legs in essence. It's just like the upper body's the same, but they just cut up the legs.
This is wrong.
Like Waluigi is like actually like adult Waluigi is actually running on stilts. Dun 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 dun. Sculpture logging off. I like that. He's at 15 though. He's not
Yeah.
that far off.
Yeah,
And Jimbo's
that's the
not going to
increase.
get to 20 for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually the Lost Woods play. You can actually do one check and try Goron City we have not mentioned yet. Just one.
I think Jimbo has done it though.
Has
Yeah,
he done
Jimbo's definitely done it, yeah.
Also, it's funny that both of them actually got hit by that Goron. Going up the trail.
Mm-hmm.
So like no time loss for either runners because of that. Jimbo really needs to find something in order to catch back up. Like Schulzer's running out of ideas clearly.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of stuff to do.
The thing is, like, seeing it now, like, seeing what Schulzer's doing and what Jimbo's doing, like, catching up on checks that the other person has done. I think once they equalize, it's gonna be, like, a lot more even than we really gave it credit for.
The moment both of them head to Java because they literally don't have anything else left.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that moment.
Like, I think this is, like, a pretty even race. I don't really think anybody's ahead at this point. It's just, I think, like, Jimbo might be more inclined to do, like, adult checks while he's adult, whereas, like, Schulzer might opt to do child checks while he's a child.
But, like, the problem that I see is that Schulzer has done well and DC, while Jimbo has done neither of them. So Jimbo's actually pretty likely to go back to either of those places and then lose more time, and that's when he's going to be behind.
Oh, Schulzer's saying, screw SFM, I'm going to Jabu. And he has to walk all the way down to get the chicken.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
All the way back up. So
he's and we're going to listen to that beautiful chicken voice again.
Maybe he's just grabbing his...
Oh, we're also going to get
skulls,
some skulls on the way too. Yeah, that's pretty good. Jimbo dying on the bullfight. I think that's the timer running out. But we're still in
he
business.
came in with like 3 hearts, so...
We're still in business. But the fairy to carry us. He does not have Big Oron Sword, does he? Or did he just not bother to equip it?
He doesn't have it tracked on his personal tracker, so I'm not sure.
I don't even have Big Oron Sword on my personal tracker, I don't care. If I know I have it, I know it. It's not relevant.
Yeah, he uses like the Lenzo tracker, which has like the whole everything.
The whole game.
Every pause menu screen thing on there.
Yeah, I get that with like emo tracker sometimes. Like for like if I play TMM combo rando that has like there's an emo tracker out there that has items for like all items for both games. Like whenever I get an item, I am so fucking lost. I take like a minute to track the item because there's so much going on, and like I just like my trackers like as information dense as they can be, skipping out on like skipping essentially everything that's not necessary to help pause logic.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, I guess Schulzer must have just wrote off Sarius as being vanilla. Like, it has to be vanilla. I'm just doing all this stuff instead.
Yeah, I mean,
because it only unlocks one check. Like, it's
Spirit doesn't matter though. So it legit, it's fine. He's fine as of now.
There's a small key in there. Like, you can logically climb.
Yeah, now that we have the slingshot, we can.
Yeah, well, the boomerang too. From
the boomerang too, yeah.
Adult fishing. Yeah, it looks like Jimbo is going to be making the play towards DC here, probably. Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
But like he doesn't know.
No, there's no way for him to know. Like, this is just the best play you have right now, which makes sense.
And then after this, what's left? Just Fortress. That's it. We've seen Big
Valley Fortress. We'll have seen Jabu at that point, yeah. So.
Yeah, there's nothing left. So vanilla cards. Calling it. So what are we missing from Go Mode actually? Once we have the wallet, we need just long shot. That's it. Wallet and long shot. Just one wallet and long shot.
Yeah.
And light arrows. But no, we know what light arrows are, right? Light arrows are on the arch. So
yes.
So if like this is a fantastic opportunity for Jimbo to actually capitalize on that Requiem and to make back some time in the late stages of the seed.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, Schulzer's never going to have Minuet. Like, he has to walk to SFM as child at some point.
Again, yeah, after being done with, like, basically every check. That's, like, a huge risk. So, if, like, the moment that Schulzer goes to Ganondorf and asks him what light arrows are, he says, Desert Colossus, then, like, what do? Do you cross? I think you would actually consider crossing if you have the Garuda card. Like, you would probably cross rather than, like, gamble on Requiem being on Minuet, on Sarius to check. Like, this is disgusting.
Imagine if you put off the Sarius check for that long, and then, like, like, just tried to avoid the Sarius song, which you said is, like, pretty much useless to you. And then you just go and cross, and then Sarius song is... You're like, what the hell is going on? Like, it's just, following you, like, just out to get you.
that's not a position that I would want any runner to be in. But that would be a fantastic spectacle to watch.
It'd be funny.
I'll be in for that. And like, if that decides the race at the end, like if they're really close, like a minute apart from each other, and then Jimbo just like, oh yeah, I can just like set up the bean. Like he's gonna get them eventually, right? He already bought the bean.
Yeah.
Jimbo's bought the bean. No wait, did Jimbo buy the bean?
Yeah.
Schulzer bought a bean. I remember Schulzer buying a bean, but Jimbo could have the bean, yeah. Like he probably knows that this, like he has seen the light arrows, so he's even gaining time on Schulzer for not checking the light arrow hint before getting them.
Mm-hmm. Also, Jimbo picking up his 19th skull, which, like, considering the one that's in CAC, that's effectively his 20th skull, so, like...
Yeah. So we're gonna see 20... If 20 skulls the wallet, then that's gonna be really good for him. But, like, I feel like Schulzer's gonna pick up some skulls here, too, and it's gonna end up on 20, like, roughly the same time.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, not roughly the same time, but like, by the end of Jabu, at least.
Yeah, like, DC, like... Jimbo will be done with DC before Schulzer's done with Jabu, but it's not going to be like anything too game-breaking or anything like that.
And I think that's a small chest.
Yep.
Man, doing stone Jabu this late into the game is like this late into the seed is kind of annoying. Okay, that's not a position I would want to be in as a runner. Like going to Jabu so far out of the way, no serenade, no fast way. Oh, that's a big chest. Uh-oh. 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 What's this gonna be? It could still be something dumb.
Okay.
And it is! That's... a scale lock bomb bag.
Yeah. Yep.
All of
we
the
have,
bomb bags
two
the
scale locked bomb bags and a scale locked scale. Like, if there's no other bomb bag.
Great.
Well, you don't even need a bomb bag, really. Like,
yeah, like Bounty Bowling didn't have anything. Like you need some explosives to beat Shadow and maybe water.
yeah, like you need it for like later on, but like as far as like considering scale locking the domain.
I think in this seed you're actually good with like 110 pack of choose, if done correctly. Damn.
Oh god, the boomerang sound I...
I don't want to ever shuffle sounds again.
No, it's horrible.
I mean, it's good to some comedic effect for commentary too. But like, bruh, I'm never gonna do this. Like, I can't even play with shuffled music.
I love it in like Majora's Mask, where like you go to like the doggy racetrack and there's just like 10 dogs just like screaming at you.
That's fantastic, yeah. The doggy racetrack. What's this sound even coming from? Just like... Okay, the longer the rank flies, the funnier it gets. Fantastic stuff. Love it.
Okay, so we're gonna see 20 skulls here. New check.
That is Waluigi. Well, yeah, that is... But he's shrunk a little bit. He was washed too hard or something. Actually, this skull here in the wall is the one that Jimbo didn't get yet, right?
Yeah.
So that's 20.
Yeah, if 20 ends up being the wallet, this ends up being like the better skull to grab. Anyway, than like the CAC one, because you don't have to play Suns twice and.
You only have to play it once though. Just to make
well, like if it's
fun.
the wallet on 20 skulls, then like you'd have to play it again to access.
Oh, yeah, to play to buy the items. But like no, it doesn't matter anyway because you don't have enough money to buy stuff, so you need to farm money anyway.
Yeah, but like
not matter.
You can sell stuff to the bottle guy here.
Right, he's by this time he's already cleared the bottle pit, and we can see this check as well. So like whatever is in Jabu is gonna be on Baronade. which really sucks. And that would actually put Jimbo behind again by quite a
Yeah,
bit.
if something's here, it's actually massive for Schulzer.
Jimbo
Like,
kind of has to avoid Well and Jabu if
Yeah.
there's nothing here.
that's a good point, though. He must have the well on the mind at the moment. Like, if this 20 skulls is nothing, the well becomes, like, your best play.
Yeah.
Which is
Well
pretty
has
rough.
been the check densest location for Jimbo in like a long time.
Mm-hmm. And we don't have anything on 20 skulls, so we're looking at, like, Baronade or Fortress, I guess.
Have you seen what's on 20? Or have you just looked away?
No, I saw it.
Fuck! No, I should stop swearing so much. I apologize.
You're
like-
allowed to swear here, it's fine.
Damn, that is. Hey, this that. I mean, it's a meme item we actually got this time. It
Mhm.
doesn't do anything, but that is so.
So,
Fighting Baronade with this music and these sound effects on is like, oh boy, that's a wild ride. It's Minish Cap music though. Minish Cap music is lovely.
it is really nice, yeah. But definitely doesn't fit.
It definitely does not fit. That's why, like, the problem for me is that, like, if the music doesn't fit what I'm used to, then it's gonna distract me so hard. Like, I can't even think straight when I walk across Hyrule Field and I get the music for the Ganondorf fight or something.
Oh, a play that's actually open for Jimbo right now that's actually pretty good is Child Spirit. And he has to go there to plant the bean anyway, like, to beat the
Yeah,
game, so...
I can see that. That's a play that. Okay, there was nothing on Baronade. Yeah. The seed. What is the seed, bro?
So, it's either Valley Fortress or Child Spirit at this point.
Yeah. Neither of these are on Schulzer's radar, right? Well, no, Schulzer has done everything else, so he's probably going to go to Fortress at this rate.
Yeah, unless he just, like, dives through right now to pick up like what he thinks is Saria's song, and then, like, to do the one check.
Oh yeah,
with
he
Slayer,
dives
but-
back. Yeah. We're going for one more skull and a hint. Actually, we can't check the fairy fountain because no ZL, but
Yeah, this is totally fair. You can always just save warp to grab his 20 check, and
Royal Tomb Chest is dead. Yeah, that's not a hint you're looking for at this position. It doesn't do anything.
no.
This game has a sense of humor.
God, we can hear the chickens. Wait, it's chickens? Nobody's checked chickens, right?
Nobody has checked chickens. You're absolutely right. But like, why would anyone?
I mean,
Oh god.
we're doing 20 skulls. Like, and 20
Let
skulls
me
is
actually,
about
let
as
me actually
time-consuming
really
as
quickly,
chicken.
really quickly. I think it's exclamation point path. Is that what it is? Yes. Let's see. Greater path to Morpho was Hookshot. Sacred Forest Meadow path to Phantom Ganon was Requiem, which led to Saria's. Forest Temple path to Wolf was Hammer. Valley path to Queen Goma was the Kikiri Sword. And Market path to Bongo was probably the Magic. At this
Yeah.
point, the only check left is Treasure Chest Game. If Treasure Chest Game is Wallet, because that locks stins, that would be hilarious. But
That would be
we've-
funny, yeah.
We have... Like, at what point do you commit to 1 and 32?
I
Oh my
mean,
God, so many
never.
chickens.
I think there's so little checks left right now that, like, you would just find the
Yeah, I
lines
mean, we
and
can
stuff.
count them on one hand, right? We
Yeah.
got... Well, no,
Okay.
no.
I don't
like,
think I've ever seen double 7 chickens, by the way. Like,
oh, they're doing...
both players
they're
doing 7
it.
chickens at
Well,
the
they're
same
doing it at
time.
the same time. If this is the wallet, then, like... I mean, no one's gonna lose or gain any time from that. If, like, I think Jimbo does chickens before well, and if he gets something here, he might actually be able to skip well still.
Yeah,
Although it's not that likely, because, like, what does this wallet give you? You have already done fire. Well, no, it gives you forest. You kind of have to rush forest.
yeah,
get
Forest
your
for
ZL.
ZL.
But, like, what after that? Like, okay, wallet gives you access to water. You can technically do checks in water, and you can do the first 2 checks in shadow without
Mhm.
colors.
Yeah, I think honestly, like, if it was the wallet, you just take it into Forest and hope it's gonna give you the next step.
Dude. Can the chickens please shut up?
And also, like, if you have the wallet, you don't visit the well because, like, you know you're getting ZL down the line. So, like...
Yeah. So you're gonna do it, if you need to do it, you're gonna do it with ZL. So it's
Yeah,
gonna
so,
save you a
like-
little bit of time. And also you can come back anytime with Nocturne and the save walling.
Mhm.
Like, why would you bother?
Yeah, pretty
That's
decent chickens here from both players. Looks like Jimbo's gonna be cleaning it up first, although they are like pretty close to each other.
Should I practice chickens? What do you think?
It's good
No.
to know, but like you don't really need to have it down, you know? Like you don't need to have like the perfect chickens, I think. But it can
mean,
save you like a minute if you're good
A
at it.
minute? Holy shit. I mean, I can't even consistently get Dampe under 50 seconds, so...
I think like a really, really good chickens is like around 2 minutes. And I've definitely seen some like 3-minute chickens. Like
Yeah, it's like between 2 and 3 minutes, depending on how well you do. And they're revealing it at the same time. Like,
Okay.
exactly the same time.
That's pretty
And
funny.
it's
So
nothing.
yeah, Jimbo's gonna opt to do the well here. Schulzer is either gonna have to commit to going back to SFM, or he's just gonna go adult here. So
If this was something, I would have lost my mind. Like, both of them checking it at the same time. It's like the wallet or something. Like, whee! That would
But,
be
like,
so good.
from Schulzer's perspective, like going to SFM is
He's
one
going adult.
check, but going adult is 3 checks. So like
He's opening lost ones. He's never gonna get... Dude, it could actually... No, was Skull Kid hinted?
I don't think so.
It could still be Skull Kid for wallet.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And, like, has Jimbo checked it? I think
No,
Jimbo
he
might have
hasn't.
checked it, right?
No, because you have to warp away from from Lost Woods to get the song. So like, there's no way you're going
So
back.
wouldn't
Right?
yeah. Now the problem is that it can't be like Dancing Dad is probably not going to be the wallet.
No, because we need
that's
ZL
locked
to get
behind
in there.
ZL, yes.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it could
Jimbo
be
doing
a
a well play.
wallet, but and like if we have a strength, it could be the first wallet. It's just like at this point, it's not likely at all.
Yeah.
With 3 wallets out there and no information on any of them, like I would have
Oh,
to
yeah, there's
say
3
we are
wallets,
going
I
to
forgot.
find a wallet.
I actually forgot that Sharp Sanity adds a third wallet, so
Yeah.
it's about time for one to show up now.
You would
But
think so.
damn. Wait, okay, hear me out. One wallet
Mhm.
is on the rooftop, one wallet is on the Garuda card check, and one is in Valley behind the hammer.
Could be. I would like to see one in Child Spirit because I think that's where Jimbo's
Yeah.
gonna go next. And at least
I mean,
like if
both
they
of
both
them.
find a different wallet right
Yeah.
now, then like it's.
Yeah, then they're actually pretty much equal.
hmm
What a wild ride this has been so far.
We're really coming down to the last few logical checks here, and like even like hard checks. Like pretty much all the checks we have left that we could kind of like cheese or get out of logic or whatever, there just are none. Like we only have the logical checks.
Yep.
left. Except for like Spirit, if you like consider key stuff and whatever. But
Yeah, key logic. Like, key logic is very volatile in Spirit anyway. It's like, I don't think I've ever in my life stayed in Child Spirit key logic.
also, did Schulzer drop a save as child? Because he definitely should have. Because this is. I mean.
Oh yeah, by the way, all of this without Prelude or Serenade. So like, every time you have to change ages, you're gonna walk all the way back.
Yeah.
And
That's
also
so rough,
not
man.
having Minuet kind of sucks too.
Okay, so Jimbo warps out. He's gonna go to Child Spirit, almost certainly.
Dude, the seed would suck even more if we
have a
did
big
if we
chest
had
in the
neither
valley.
Bolero nor Minuet. That's a big chest, yeah.
This has
And
gotta be
Jimbo's-
something, right? Like.
Okay, we found
Okay,
it.
there's a wallet.
We could have had this ages ago. Schulzer is mad.
I would be mad too.
So this is putting Jimbo at a big disadvantage. He's gonna he's gonna go into Spirit here, and like if he finds a wallet that might actually save him, with the time he can make back from like actually obtaining the light arrows in the end.
Yeah.
But, like that's like that's like gonna come down to like the Spirit has to have one, but like let's think. There's still 2 more wallets available, so it's actually rather likely that there's one here.
And like we have
Unless
all the
it's just wallet
paths,
lock.
and like basically they lock almost all of the medallions, and none of them were hinted on any of the paths. So like, it's kind of likely that there are just multiple wallets sitting out there.
Yeah. Sometimes there's multiple solutions to a seed, I guess. But like, interesting decision for Schulzer to go down the trail. Oh wait, no, he's picking up the $50 he forgot at the beginning. That's smart. He actually remembered. That's so big brain. Hell yeah. Well, like, you could just play Nocturne to check the shop. Money routing. But like, you still need like $200 for. Like, you can get the dins later, I guess. You have time to pick up the dins, so you can get some money on the way. But
Yeah,
like,
I
that
would
leads
say
you back
like
to opening small chests, right?
like looking at like Schulzer's play from his perspective, just because I like saw some talking about it, but like I think it makes perfect sense. Like you're not doing this to full clear the path because the path is already resolved, but like there's from his perspective, Child SFM is just Sarya's, and Sarya's unlocks 1 check. Like it's this going this way to get 3 potential checks versus going all the way to Child SFM to get 1 check.
Yeah.
Definitely makes a lot of sense.
It does. Something just occurred to me though. Because Sarya's is blocked behind Requiem, Requiem is required to get it, which means that we can't logically cross until like much later.
Mhm.
Like, I think like a lens is gonna be in Forest or something.
Yeah, it could be like, I mean, like we need lens,
Or like
Gerudo
locked behind
card,
ZL. Lens could be locked behind ZL.
hovers are long shot.
Yeah.
Also, Jimbo running out of explosives in the child climb here and having to climb. Definitely could have been a little more careful with his last 2 there, but just kind of chucking it out and even like
Also
doing the
really
shoe
low on
strap
bombs
for
at the same
them.
time.
Yeah, like he had to go down to break the box to get these bombs to be able to climb, but like just kind of like blowing shoes on strats that saved like a couple seconds. It's like
That is...
not the most responsible
Is that a key?
decision.
No, it's not a key. The flame was exactly in the way. I could not see what kind of chest that was. So Schulzer going through Forest here, just doing your progression after you've basically exhausted all the checks but 2 that you could do.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah,
finally
we would,
like doing something that feels good for a change, though it's Forest. Like,
We would
doing
definitely
progression
hope to find something here. Like, yeah, I know, like, you said it earlier, but, like, I'm actually so relieved to, like, finally be here.
Finally, Forest, dude. Let's
Finally,
go.
Forest Temple. Thank
We've
God.
been waiting for this for almost 2 hours. Because Minuet is unavailable at the moment, you're actually required to go into Forest and get your hammer. Wait, no, the hammer didn't lock the wallet. Oh no, the hammer did lock the wallet. So
It
you
did,
actually
yeah.
you have to go into Forest, walk all the way, and then go to Valley, and then come back all the way here with the wallet, like after getting the strength.
Yeah.
Like this all the while not like having any good warp songs.
Yeah, the
This
logic is pretty rude on this one.
Yeah.
Probably... I don't know.
I mean, imagine like if we didn't have Mido skip, like
Mhm.
I think he would have needed to pick it up like 100%.
Yeah,
So, like,
I mean, then it becomes a no-brainer at least.
Like imagine like, oh yeah, I don't really know how to do Mido skip. I'm just gonna get the song, and that would actually save your butt because light arrows.
Mhm.
Because light arrows being in being bean locked in
So I think,
Colossus.
like one thing that could really save Jimbo here is if Skull Kid is not a wallet, but just something like entirely different but still required. Like if he finds like hover boots here on Skull Kid,
Yeah,
this could be a
like
big
anything
deal.
on Skulker that's required to beat the seed, it would be huge for him. I don't think that Schulzer's got a hard last location there. That's gonna
Yeah,
be,
like-
and then he still has to consider like, well, no, then he's just gonna get the light arrows. But
Now, like, being out of this bottleneck, Schulzer probably just never wants to go child at any point. At like,
yeah, I would
Yes,
assume
to
so
this
too.
point.
He probably doesn't need to. Probably. Well, like he does.
Well,
we
for
know
the lights,
he needs
but-
to, but he
yeah.
probably thinks he doesn't need to. But like, it's fair to assume at this point. Like, what are the odds that that's Requiem? That's like the
Mhm.
only other song that would be available that locks another song.
yeah, this is gonna be a big moment for Jimbo. I think.
Oh god.
This
Okay,
is
come
kind
on.
of like make or break. at
Give us
this point.
something, just for entertainment value. It's not that I want to like it's like that I want either of them specifically to win, but okay, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Like that would have been a really huge swing in terms of entertainment and momentum for Jimbo. He has not done this. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I probably just didn't have the reviews. I'm not sure. Oh, it was right there the whole time, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
Schulzer is never going back here. How did they both forget? Oh god.
Okay, so at this, like, if you're Jimbo finding that wallet, you feel behind.
Look, you go adult right away, right? He's gonna walk to market from here. There's no way you do Jabu from here.
No.
Please don't go to Jabu, please. This is the first time he's striking Lost Woods.
So he walked all the way up to get the song, and then I guess
And
just
then didn't
walked
do
out.
any of the checks here. What is happening? Why would you do that?
Okay, so there's like a lot more
Has
here
Schulzer done them?
than
the checks?
No, I think he's only done Adult Lost Woods.
So Schulzer doesn't know
And
anything either. There
Target
could
in
just
the
be so much
Woods?
stuff here now. I didn't ever even realize. This could also like have hovers and stuff.
He did Target in the Woods, so I'd imagine like Schulzer has done this check. Or else he probably would have done it when he came here to do
Sometimes,
Target.
I mean, this is a very slow check. Sometimes people just skip this. It's a slingshot.
Okay, so
Like,
he
fuck.
hasn't done it.
What's happening, dude? I don't comprehend what's happening right now.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, just, you know, do your Sphere Zero checks
Dude,
and
that wallet, that like
things
having.
work over.
How did the both of them dodge that wallet?
So this does give Jimbo an opportunity to
Yeah, he
pick
has
up
to
one of
go,
these
though.
other items from market before he
has
goes
to
adult.
Run. Yeah, you might actually be farming money and get all the items, and then he never needs to go child again. That would actually be very fortunate for him.
Yeah,
Well, except to pick up the lights. Well, no, he has planted the bean, so all he needs to do is pick them up as adult and be good.
hmm
So he's done basically everything in his power that he was able to do as child, and he probably never needs to come back. That would be huge, especially given that we do not have Prelude yet, or any fast way to market.
I can't believe that, dude. Like,
This seed plays out entirely differently with Minuet. Like, if Minuet and Bolero are swapped, this seed
Yeah.
plays out massively differently. Bruh.
but yeah,
You
it's
cannot make
definitely
this
like one of those things that like shops plays into too. Like you come in here, you don't have any money, like you can't do these checks, so you just skip all of Lost Woods and then
Yeah,
Oh,
money
it
is
has
one
the
point
item.
to check the shops, right?
yeah. 'Cause,
Bruh.
I mean, like they bought Scale and Magic and stuff during their child segment. Like they just didn't have money, so like,
The scrub. I totally forgot about that too, but like... Oh boy.
oh man.
What happened? I just... And like, for both of them to skip that too. For, like... How? So yeah, fortunate turn of events for Jimbo. He's still an entire Forest Temple, or like half of... Well, like, 2/3 of Forest Temple behind. But he could still make a comeback here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he does have the Requiem knowledge, which is pretty good. He knows where the light arrows are, which is good. He's got it all set up.
Schulzer's gonna run out of checks though rather soon, because Zelda's Lullaby by itself doesn't really enable much. And we haven't found anything else in Forest. Which means like the second wallet for a strength upgrade might be on the table. And that might also be even more beneficial for Jimbo, depending on if Schulzer actually goes back.
That's true. That is true.
Like Adult Spirit has a massive amount of checks now. It cannot be overlooked. But like we can't really get to it.
Yeah.
And like Schulzer isn't aware that Requiem is available, so he doesn't even know it might be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. I think Jimbo could have just farmed a little bit more money still.
Yeah, like
gotta...
you do have enough time on the bugs to like drop them, pick one up, sell it, and then pick another one up.
Really? That works?
Yep.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just too tight. But like if we had 2 bottles, we have not seen another bottle, by the way. I think.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah.
There could have been so much. Like there's a third wallet. There's like a third strength upgrade. It could be anywhere. Like there could have been so much shit that bailed us out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the wallet was on the screw up, man. I just can't believe it.
That's so
but it makes for some very good entertainment value for sure.
Yeah, it's just like it's so
else.
funny that it just wasn't like on our radar at all.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way they didn't do this, but you know.
All right, Phantom Ganon time, with some soothing Wind Waker music again.
Minish Cap.
Oh, Minish Cap, yeah, right. That's I meant that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're using this basically like the same art style and came out at the same time roughly, so like.
But yeah, I mean, nothing here in Forest, so we're gonna have to go looking if Phantom Ganon doesn't have anything.
Phantom Ganon long shot, Bobby would be happy. Can't make this shit up. You just can't. Da-da-da-dum. And that's it. That's Phantom Ganon down. After an hour or so, we finally got another medallion, it feels. It probably was an hour. Oh yeah, Jimbo hasn't checked this earlier, right? So he's not gonna...
No, he's just farming rupees. Yeah.
Wait, does the crate respawn?
Yep.
I thought it
it doesn't. If you go in the grotto, it doesn't respawn unless grotto shuffles on, and it's a different grotto than vanilla.
Okay, so it's like you basically have to leave the area completely.
Yeah.
I did not know you could farm here with that strat. I thought it was the one-time only box. Isn't the box in Night Market one-time only?
That's one time only, yeah.
Yeah, but this one isn't. Okay, that's good to know. I learned something too today.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, just keep in mind that you can farm it even faster if it's if grotto shuffles on. So
yeah, unless that generic grotto in there happens to be the one.
I like this,
which is like a 1 in 9
grotto.
chance, or like 1 in 8 chance.
Because
there's 9 generic grottos.
So he'll have to farm a little bit more money to get the strength.
Well, no, you just sell the fish, and then you need like 10 more bucks, right? Fish sells for 100. He's like just short of like 6 rupees. Unless you can buy one of the red rupees for 10 bucks, and then we'd be good.
Yeah,
where do you get money from now, Jimbo? Where do you get money from now? Too bad that the parts are not here at all.
Yeah, it's just like impossible to get refuses. Okay, he's got one.
We just gonna need to do this 5 more times. It's 155, not 50.
Oh, is it?
Right?
Okay.
Is it? I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's 150. Never mind.
Let's go.
Okay, he was just 1 rupee short. Can't make this up.
I just didn't want to give it to him. It's funny. So yeah, he's got the dins in hand. It's pretty nice.
I think he's gonna pick up the light arrows here. Just real quick.
He's also got the irons, which is nice. Doesn't have to go back for those if he ends up needing them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we forgot. Schulzer still needs to go back child anyway for iron boots too.
And to get the ZL, yeah.
And to get
ZL's here. ZL's here. Sorry, I'm.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you got me there. You got me.
I got you.
tricked me.
Yeah, I was testing you. You failed.
Yeah, I failed.
I'm smart.
Okay,
Yeah, so
also
Schulzer
buying
got the dins, which is
buying
in
the
the other
dins.
shop.
I mean, that's the only other thing you can do, and then like do the first 2 checks on Shadow. Harvest should like for Jimbo's sake. Harvest should not be in Shadow because that would be really bad for him. Oh, we don't need the mirror sheet necessarily, by the way. I totally forgot that was in the shop too. But yeah, that's
it's probably gonna sit there forever.
also happy 2 hours, everyone.
Yeah.
I am certainly pretty happy.
Yeah, it's been a seed. There's some stuff going on. I mean, not really. There's been a whole lot of nothing going on.
Yeah, but
honest, but it's been a really good time. Yeah, I guess we can do another shout out to our volunteers since we've hit the 2-hour mark. I can't type in this chat window, so I can't actually do the commands, but thank you to our lovely trackers, Mel and Chuckles. Thank you to our runners, Schulzer and Jimbo. I don't think I actually even shouted them out last time, but they've been giving us a really good show, keeping the race pretty close, like relatively close. Like, it's definitely interesting because they've found the different... Oh,
Prelude! Yes!
So it's Vanilla Serenade, so that's... Prelude's nice. The seed is now playable.
Finally! After we switched ages like 10 times by foot, we finally get the warp song.
Another shout out to our re-streamer, Golden Devil. Shoutouts to, yes, Randobot for rolling this wonderful seed. And, of course, my co-commentator, Daredevin. Definitely give everybody a follow, because they're all wonderful.
Also, don't forget to give Drew a follow.
Yeah.
Because we're having a mighty good time here. Alright. Moment of truth.
Yep.
Does Shadow Temple have vanilla hover boots? That would be really funny in here, another wallet.
Yeah. It would be interesting because, like, from Schulzer's perspective, you can't do anything with it. Like, it doesn't matter.
You cannot do literally anything with it, yep.
But, like, from Jimbo's perspective, it would be pretty big. Like, that unlocks a lot of checks.
Hey, the music is Starlight Zone from Sonic 1. An amazing track. And Shadow is long, so we're gonna hear this a lot. That's cool. I'm in.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we probably will be cutting it short. But
yeah,
we'll be back.
For the time being. We'll be back.
Unless. Okay.
Alright.
Just
we still got one more check.
How many meme items does that leave us?
I think we
like ice arrows. They don't like count for some reason.
I mean, I think if blue fire arrows are not on, they count.
I would personally count them, but I feel like people don't.
No, the Stone of Agony wasn't bottom of the well. I love this song. It's so good.
And we got nothing, so gonna be
I think
out of here.
Okay.
Pick this up in case of rupees, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. At this point in time, the only thing that he would need to worry about buying is maybe the strength 2, if another wallet shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Schulzer still has deep fire ahead, right? Like, that's still a location we can do. But we're gonna do some ZL checks, like some fairy fountains now.
Yeah.
It's probably the sensible thing to do.
I would say so.
How did we get here?
By doing everything.
Like, how can you clear so much of the game and have so little items? Like, the screen is full of items, but it's like we're missing some crucial components here.
Yeah. Yeah, we have like a full tracker and nowhere to go.
Yeah. So funny. Oh. Okay, that's a unlocked wallet. Awesome.
Yep. Okay.
That doesn't mean anything for Schulzer, like literally nothing.
But now we know where they all are. So
Yep, then we found them all.
and that's good for Jimbo, because like once you get ZL, you start pushing the ZL lock checks. Like that's gonna be one of the first things you do.
Yeah. At this
So,
point,
like-
Adult Spirit is available, and it's so check dense.
Yeah, I think that's
So
like
there's
actually a
gotta be
really good
something
spot
there.
for Jimbo.
Maybe just everything is there. Like we're like only missing hovers and longshot, right?
yeah,
That's it. And all of our paths have been resolved too.
yeah.
Let me actually recap real quick.
As far as we know, like until we see like another magic, I think that's like the only thing really.
Yeah. It really comes down to the magic. I mean, at least we know that there's no other strength upgrade available, right? Like, pretty sure.
Unless it's in Fortress, I think those are like our last two checks.
What
before
would
the
a strength
first wall.
upgrade in Fortress tell us? Because I think that's logically interesting.
Honestly,
Because that would mean, if there's another strength upgrade available, period, that just means that the wallet that we just found is not wallet locked. Which could be
Yeah.
the first wallet then, right?
which doesn't really like, I don't know.
Oh, we're killing Skull Kids. Yeah, that's actually a smart move.
Yeah, so he's thinking about this strength too, at least. Like he wants to pick it
Yeah.
up, but there's not really much reason for him to do
Without
so.
card, like without card or access to, well, yeah, you can't cross without card.
Yeah. It
And he
looks
doesn't
like
have
he's
Requiem.
Gonna opt to do
Oh,
the
ice!
fountain.
We do have ice though. Now,
Yeah,
now
but
ice
there's
is
no
available.
checks. Like he, you
That's-
can go in there and
well,
get serenaded. That's it.
He doesn't even have iron, so he can't get the item on fountain. What were foolish hints again? Hold on. Ice
I
Cavern,
think-
Haunted Wasteland, Deathmont Trail. Okay, so fountain has 2 checks left. No, 3 checks. The fairy fountain. We've not seen the fairy fountain yet. So 3 checks and then 3 checks in ice. No, 4 checks in ice. But not the song doesn't give us anything. Serenade is probably not the worst song to pick up though, because we still need to do water at some point.
Yeah, and like there's always like you could consider going into ice to pick up blue fire to check King's Aura or something.
Oh god.
But like coming
Yeah,
out all the way up here for 1 check doesn't seem like a really good play. But
Oh wait, no, hold on. Ice Cavern is foolish, which means there's nothing in there.
or I guess it's
Well,
2 checks.
It's
sorry,
it's 3 checks. Well, it's the underwater
yeah, I mean
check.
you can
Oh,
peek
you
the
can't
underwater
peek it.
and you know where iron boots are, so like it's yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it is like
Maybe he should have bought the iron boots before coming here. Like, he didn't really have a choice, I guess.
yeah, there wasn't really like a good route for it, I guess.
I mean, now that we have Prelude, you can like fly to market, get it, and then fly
Yeah.
back. We should probably also track that
He is
has
equipping a
Prelude.
bottle.
What do you equip a bottle for? Oh, he's going to get the blue fire out of ice and then bail. That's what I assume is going to happen.
Yeah, or get Serenade for later, which is like that's a commitment.
That's a huge commitment. Like, I think at that time we would just like walk to lake.
Yeah, like you can walk there, even with just like Gold Scale and Hookshot, you can at least place Furores.
Oh, maybe he's banking on not needing the iron boots because he has gold scale. That's something
Yeah.
he could be doing too.
It's possible.
So, in his mind, he probably like never wants to go child again.
Mm-hmm.
Can you actually see this like this? No.
No, but you can dive and then you'll be able to see it.
I did not make out what that was.
I didn't either. But it seems like he did, because he's climbing up, so... This is interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
We're going
play.
into ice at least for the blue fire. Because
Yeah,
you don't really want to spend your hard-earned money on that.
I guess, yeah.
Also, I probably would have not remembered where blue fire was able to be purchased. Because it's shuffled.
Yeah, I don't really take that kind of thing into account, honestly. And it's, like, definitely somewhat of a mistake, because, like, it can be...
Yeah, like checking, like I'm kind of
Important
blind
info.
to the right side of the chart because the left
Yeah.
side has the items I might be looking for. But this is actually giving Jimbo a pretty good opportunity to catch back up.
I would
Like
say
he's almost
so,
done
yeah.
with Forest, and like depends on what Jimbo's going to do next though. I mean, if he gets the water from Crater, he's good.
Yeah, I think
Spirit
honestly,
is just
like-
holding the stuff here.
I think he's just gonna get ZL, grab whatever song's in graveyard, see its prelude, and then just start pushing ZL checks. And like as soon as he gets that wallet, he just goes into like adult spirit.
You know what also could be a location? Bottom of the well. But there's still like a 2 ZL like checks we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Wait, has Jimbo been? But Jimbo has been to well, yeah.
He has, yeah. Just not those 2 checks. There's a lot of options here for Jimbo with Schulzer coming up here and doing all this. Like for possibly nothing.
Yeah, Jimbo...
We'll have to see King Zora before we say for sure.
Oh god, if King Zora is something, then like that's actually really good for Schulzer.
Yeah, like the thing is, like for the past bit, Schulzer has only been checking like really bad checks. So it's like it's kind of like anything that Schulzer finds could just be the thing that wins them the game.
Jimbo on like half a heart? He's on 1 heart.
He's on 1 heart, yeah. So he will die to an orb.
Maybe he still has a fairy. No, we only had 1 bottle. He could die to like one orb might actually decide the fight.
Yeah, Alex, Ice Cavern has been hinted foolish, so...
Yeah, there's no major items in there that unlock anything.
Yeah, and we know Serenade's in there because it's foolish, and we have Prelude. Those are the only 2 songs that can show up in a foolish location. But... so he's gonna reset. This goes back to Ice Cavern, so he might clear for Serenade here. No, he's just getting that blue fire back for the shop? Was there something else in there? Or something in there at all? Is that where the strength was?
Oh, yeah.
That must have been where the strength was.
In the Zara shop?
Yeah.
No, wasn't one of them in Child Market? And the other one was in CAG?
There's something here that he wants.
He's doing the shop. He's actually going to the shop. He really doesn't want to go back Child anymore, huh? He's actually... All of that was actually to buy the strength. So we're gonna leave King Zora behind then. Is what this means.
Which is fine, I guess. You cannot clip into the Zora shop in this rule set. But it is something that is possible.
There is the strength upgrade that doesn't really unlock anything.
Yeah, for him. So he's gonna go Child. I mean, now, like, you can do more checks in Child Goron City, so, like...
Hey, this means we're going, right?
It kind of means that, like, he probably will pick up the Requiem here. And Jimbo gonna check Shadow, of course, which is fine. But he's not gonna find anything, but this is, definitely just the play that you make, because it's progression, and you don't really have much to go on.
Yeah, we really don't have a lot of left in this game. We kinda need... the Garuda card, or... Jimbo's still on 1 heart. He managed to beat Phantom Ganon with 1 heart, but this just makes me feel so uncomfortable. He's been on low health for like 50% of this seat still.
I'm just glad, like, he's been on low health the whole time, and he has not died yet, so, like, good on him.
Yeah, like, how is he doing it? Nerves of steel, dude. I swear. Health, that's health. Pick it up. If he's leaving this room without picking up the hearts.
Where's Schulzer going?
Oh,
he's grabbing Rip. Yeah, of course.
Oh, the Iron Boots. He's gonna get the Iron Boots.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe the item on the bottom of Fountain was actually something.
I forgot there was money out here. No, it was definitely the green rupee.
Wait, no, we've seen the green rupee before. It's not.
Yeah, it's in Tektite. That's where we saw it.
It's a Tektite, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but like the bottom of Fountain.
Oh, you mean bottom of Fountain? Yeah. Sorry, I
no, it's fine.
misheard.
Don't worry. Yeah, it's fine. We've
the
been
seed
sitting
has
for quite a bit.
destroyed my brain. Not because it's like logically difficult or anything. It's just like
it's just
not finding an
exhausting.
item in so long does things to you.
Okay, just going back child to buy the iron boots, and now we're going back adult.
Yeah,
How are we
so
gonna use the iron boots?
possibly gonna dip water. Like, we have furores, so...
Yeah, and but I'm using furores in forest, so you could easily just put it in water. I can see that.
So yeah, this is fun.
Maybe he actually did see something in the fountain, but I could not make out anything. I couldn't even see that there was an item of any sort.
I think if there was something at the bottom of the fountain, he would have left furores in ice. And I don't believe he did that, so...
That would have actually been a pretty good idea.
So this has to be a water play, yeah. Like, there's no way there was something in ice if he didn't leave furores.
Yeah. Okay, Jimbo, where are you going? It's Bolero! It's Bolero, he's gonna pick up the wallet! He's gonna do it! We're gonna see Adult Spirit! Do you want to farm money for the mirror shield, though?
Oh, jeez. Especially considering, like, you have to buy the strength. Like, I think you just go in there without it and hope for the best.
Yeah. I mean, even if you find just hovers, Shadow's actually a fantastic place to find Longshot in.
Yeah.
Because it's on the way, kinda. Mirror is like locked behind one wallet, I think.
Yeah, it's like 260 or something.
Well, then it's locked by 2 wallets. Maybe I'm.
Yeah, it's double wallet locked for sure. I just don't.
There it is.
Remember the exact amount. Yeah, so Jimbo is gonna beeline for that strength. I guess he's gonna have to do it as adult too, which means another dip into Ice Cavern.
Dude, I think with Shop Sanity I would always pick full wallets. Because like seeing them grind all this money is really, really annoying. Like, I would not.
You kind of have to be creative, but like personally, I've never found it to be like an interesting mechanic.
It's not interesting, no.
Like it's
like you can be creative, yes, but that doesn't really like it helps you mitigate some of the grinding, but not all of it.
Yeah,
Because
it's like there's like 3 places that are like reasonable to get rupees, and like you just I don't know have to kind of be creative outside.
I mean,
of that,
the drawbridge, the cow grotto, DMT maybe. There's other places, like the waterfall and river, maybe. You can jump into the water and then go back and come back out. Because there's 80 bucks down there. It's reasonable, but like that's really hard to route in, especially if you don't have like Minuet.
You can tell.
Okay, we can just fill up the whole wallet here. That's actually brilliant.
Jimbo's a very experienced murderer. I
think I would have actually just.
He knows how to handle these kids.
He knows how to handle these kids. That out of context.
No, don't. I mean, don't put it like that. I'm trying to frame him as a child murderer, not like.
I mean, at least we're keeping it to the game.
But no, yeah, like, I guess, like, waiting around for the Skull Kid to shoot makes sure he won't jump away. I didn't know
make sense, dude. I cannot fight these guys. I cannot fight them.
That's cool. Like, it seems like a very consistent way to fight them, which is pretty nice.
Fun fact, you can actually respawn them by just going towards the bridge and then come back out. You don't have to exit the whole area.
Yeah,
we
I
got
knew
400
about that.
rupees now.
Just,
We got 400 rupees. Which means
we're going...
You still can't buy both.
I don't think he remembers... Does he remember where the strength is? Hopefully.
Assuming that he's going out to CAG, probably not. Because, like, there was a strength in CAG, yes, but that's the one that's locked behind one wallet.
Yeah.
And we already have that. So he's probably
the only thing
here
is Mirror Shield. There's no way you would pick up the Mirror Shield now. And
One quick question. Have we seen a 30 hint?
Yes, we have. Yeah,
Okay.
it was like one of the first hints in River, so I think in River.
I did not see that.
They've both seen it, at least.
Alright. Oh, maybe he's buying the Mirror Shield too.
That would be a weird play, in my opinion. But I guess
240.
he's
You could actually fit. You could actually fit both of the. Okay, how much was the strength? Can you buy them with one wallet, with like one load of the full wallet?
Maybe not, but like as child, like he can just farm the bridge, which is fine. And it looks like he's gonna go child instead of going to ice, which is like
that's actually good for him.
Like if you're checking like child ZL stuff, you're not really losing time.
Yeah, you can check like you can really quickly check the Fairy Fountain in Hyrule Castle because I don't think we've seen a soundtime synth for that.
Yeah, and then he hasn't done like Child Goron City. He hasn't done Skull Kid. Or he has done Skull Kid, yeah. Because he did it when he went to do the scrub.
Yep,
yeah.
That was actually a huge rupee, I think.
True. Yeah, it was, yeah.
So they actually like give you one as child and they also give you one as adult. Hold on.
Yeah, this is ultimately just a play for the strength.
Yep. Which
Anything
is
he
fine,
finds along the way is just a bonus, but...
Spirit is just really strong right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the strongest location in the game that's available to us.
Yeah, and Schulzer doesn't even know it's available.
Yeah, Soldier,
Like,
Soldier doesn't know anything. Like literally. It's grasping for straws here in water. Like what would you expect out of water?
I mean, like, you have to come in here and get the boss key anyway, so, like, on some level it makes sense.
And we have
you kind of just hope to find an item rather than, like, expect to find an item.
Yeah. It's like, do your progression, hope it's along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
And without Feroz, this plays out entirely differently, though. Because, like, then it's a big commitment to go here for, like, one item, like, try to find one item, and then you don't find it, you have to come back. We don't even have hovers, so there's, like, a couple of things that are off limits, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that check that he's standing right beside. You
he's
can't actually go in there and peek that because you need long shot or hovers.
You can actually do it with just bow from the top, but it's a setup, and you need to shoot the eye switch from like the upper floor.
I have seen that. Yeah, it's a little cracked.
It is. It's really something to see.
Yeah, this is nice from Jimbo. Gonna get this strength, gonna go to Spirit. I would like to see him possibly go to Child Goron City. I'm not sure if like that's a good play, but like in terms of like being thorough at this point, especially when like you feel super far behind, maybe it's fine. But like making all this
Schulzer is never going
there.
Schulzer's never going
Spirit. Yeah.
Like what's Schulzer gonna do next? Like if Water doesn't have anything, then what is he gonna do? Like he doesn't have anything
like,
left.
Child stuff, like Wells EL locked and Child Goron City, and then at that point he'll probably pick up the Requiem.
Yeah, he kind of has to. It's like not long before he actually has to go get Saria's song, or like Requiem from the Saria spot.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this scene plays out completely differently with if you don't shuffle the Garuda card, because then you can't just cross.
Yeah.
And you can't just do Fortress. You can't just do everything. GGG. Doesn't matter.
Also, something to consider is that like this all seems like a lot from Schulzer that Jimbo's gonna have to do later, but it's entirely possible that like boss key's just sitting vanilla or in that like central bow target check, and then it's just like actually just super early.
That would be a huge swing for momentum.
Yeah, so like all this stuff Schulzer's doing could be required for Jimbo to do, but like this water trip could also be a lot shorter for Jimbo if it's just like an early check that's long shot lock.
And we actually went out of our way to get the Mirashi too. So I assume Jimbo would just be full clearing Spirit.
Yep. Makes sense.
Like even if if you find hovers, you could make an argument for bailing, but if you find long shot, you're gonna continue, right? Because you're still looking for hovers, and that's still your most checked location.
Yeah.
I think it would. I think it depends on what you find next. Seeing Darkling.
Or like maybe you just like drop Furores and then go to water or something. I don't know. Like water.
Yeah, you totally could.
Like water is like out there too, so it's like.
Yeah.
I think it adds like a little bit more because like you have to walk all the way there, even though it is like required to do so. It's just like it makes it seem less attractive, I guess.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
So last couple checks here for Schulzer. If none of these are boss keys, then like Jimbo's gonna have a much shorter time here when he comes here. So that could be interesting. That looks like a boss key.
That is the boss key, yeah. Well, that's actually gonna lose Jimbo some time because he's gonna do like 1 or 2 checks extra on the way.
Yeah.
But still, like, it's gonna take Schulzer forever to pick up the light arrows.
Yeah, like Jimbo's here. Like he's good right now. He's gonna be in the most check dense location available to them at the moment. So
yeah, let's go. Let's have some new checks here.
Yeah,
come on, let's go. The noises, dude.
It kind of sounds like, I don't know if you've seen like the text to speech with like AI voices and stuff, but there's one that's like a southern voice. It kind of sounds like that. I don't know. So it looks like Schulzer's gonna be peeking this chest.
Yeah.
Through the wall in the water.
Slightly more difficult to peek underwater, but it's doable.
Yeah. I know there is a setup you can do where like your camera just kind of clips out of bounds.
I thought that was for central pillar only. Okay, this is nothing. It's an item, but it's not an important item. Oh, the iron boots do this noise too. This like, God, why? Why is this a thing?
And we are going to see Schulzer lowering the water, I guess, to do central pillar, which he never peaked.
How many items have we seen? I think we've seen like 3.
Don't think we've seen any unlocked, and then we've seen Dark Link, and there was the boss key.
One unlocked. Yeah,
one unlocked now, right? Yeah.
One. So this may be another. I think Dragon was a key.
Yeah, so this would have to be like the last item in water, minus like boss key or Morpha has an item, but don't know which.
It would be really bad for boss key to have something important because Jimbo's gonna pick that up, but Schulzer's not. Like hovers in that spot would be really bad.
Yeah.
All right. New wave of checks coming in. I will need to excuse myself for a couple minutes in a bit, but I'm not gonna leave now. I'm gonna hold it in for just a bit longer because last time I did that, I actually missed like a very
yeah, you would have missed this.
Yeah, whatever. I would have missed that. I have the perfect timing on leaving my chair at all times. Okay, big chest. Come on. What?
Oh,
it's the card! I found it!
Like, that gives us a lot. That's... Like,
oh,
that
God.
item gives us a ton of checks.
Yep. Oh, God. That is... Yeah, but like we're still got a clear spirit here. I don't know if you want to go for the boss or not, but you're definitely gonna do like most of the checks here.
I like that. It's probably good, or perhaps it is not. That's very true. We don't know, but it is a lot of checks.
Oh, Central Pillar has a big chest. Central Pillar has a big chest.
God.
It's a strength upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, it could
Hold
be
on.
significant.
Hold on. No, that's logically locked behind the. Wait, no, we have a Zora tunic. We have a Zora tunic. We had iron boots. Iron boots were one wallet lock though.
Yeah, so all of our strengths were wallet locked.
Yep, this can't be
one.
This. Oh.
So that's funny.
I mean, the strength 3 is not going to do anything unless like hover boots or Longshot are exactly on OGC Fairy. Was OGC hinted?
I don't think so.
This seed is like joking. Has been joking for the entire time.
Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous.
The card. I mean, the card needed to be somewhere. And now we found him. This also means that you can never cross. For the first time, at least. You can never cross the desert for the first time, because you always need Requiem.
Right.
Oh, Schulzer's gonna hate this. He's gonna check OGC, though. The outside Genus Castle Ferry.
This could have something. I mean, like, this could just be the thing. Like, all this Spirit and GTG and everything could just be completely useless or pointless. Yep. But we'll have to see.
What a mess.
Pretty much, like, all depends on whatever this is, and then, like, whether there's something in Fortress without the card. Like, I think those are, like...
I mean, there's still 2 checks left.
And then there's still, like, Childgorn City, and there's still... something else, probably.
Yeah, 2 checks in Childgorn City.
The 2 checks in Bottom of the Well. I'm not sure if we saw all the keys.
A lens. What would the lens do?
I know we saw...
It's nothing. Okay. We're good. Well, Jimbo's good. But Schulzer's running out of ideas. We're going Child. Schulzer's going Child here, I think. So, Childgorn City play into pick up Saria's, which is not Saria's.
Yeah, I think he'll probably start with Bottom of the Well.
Yeah.
Just because, like, it's right there by your save warp.
Yeah.
It's probably been on your mind for a long time at this point. Jimbo, full clearing Spirit, only finding the Gerudo card. We still have Twin Rova, so looks like with him pushing these mirrors, he's gonna clean that up before he leaves.
But, like, do you do Twin Rova in this situation? It's a
I don't know, like, maybe you just melt the face and then go to GTG.
You definitely melt the face, but well, you can set Feroz up here. And Jimbo has a bit to water yet, so Feroz is still up 3, but Schulzer has set Feroz in water, I would assume, at this point. Has he? I think he used it. He used it, and then also he said it, and then he used it, but, like, I don't know if he cast it again or not.
I think he must have. I would expect him
Haru cast a fairy, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, neither of them actually did this on their child visit.
They couldn't.
Well,
they could have.
When they came to get...
I guess they had more pressing concerns in doing progression, buying the strength for grade.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, we're actually skipping Twin Rova, which is... Yeah, that's a...
It's a good play.
That's a good
play. I like it.
You don't want to spend, like, like, how long is the Twin Rova fight? Like, 3 minutes? You don't want
the Carpet Salesman's in Logic now, too.
We can actually check the Carpet Salesman. Well, no, we can't. I don't think he has enough money to do that.
Unless he can at least take a look, but...
Yeah, you can at least ask him.
Yeah.
Sticks.
And Castle Fairy's 100 boots.
If Longshot is in Shadow, which is actually pretty likely, then Jimbo is going to have a bad time.
Like, in terms of checks, this is, like, pretty 50-50.
Like, Schulzer still Schulzer has now again moved away from getting Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna
he does need to beat the scene, but
he doesn't. But he can't cross. He can't cross because the Guru card isn't Spirit. So he will need to go try to get the song.
It's okay. We'll find Longshot over here for Jimbo, and it'll still be a close race. I believe.
Incredible. You could have just gotten the hovers on the way to a dog, if you remembered. But, like, they had so much on their mind, probably, and were probably both feeling behind. Like, that one check is not going to make a difference, right?
Like, I'm not crazy, right? Like, Schulzer has been child with ZL.
Yes.
I know Jimbo has, because he came to get strength.
They've both been in the market to buy irons, at least. So.
Yeah.
I mean, Schulzer went out of his way to specifically buy iron boots and do nothing else in child. That's when he could have checked it.
So Jimbo opting not to check the Carpet Salesman here.
Isn't Wasteland is foolish though, isn't it?
I thought it was just the check. Oh, okay. He's just setting his war point here in case he
Wasteland
voids.
is actually foolish, it seems.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Well, according to what has been.
I thought it was just the check.
I thought it was the check too. I love the song. It's just vibe for it.
Yeah, everybody seems to think it was the check, so I mean, I guess we'll see.
Well,
I mean, there is nothing here, so technically it is foolish. I don't think it was hinted foolish.
But then we're missing a third foolish location.
Yes. Which could be a number of things at this point. I mean, like, it can't be Wasteland if Wasteland
What is that
wasn't.
emote?
If the check was hinted. That, yeah, it's an emote.
Oh god, that's amazing. Light arrows are on the Arch and Colossus, and hovers are on Hyrule Castle Ferry. And Longshot is there.
And Longshot's there, yeah, that's...
I mean, it's still gonna play out like a little bit differently still, because light arrows,
like...
but it's
gonna be a long go.
Yeah.
Like, longer than it should be, but... Jimbo is, he is lost, most definitely.
Yeah. Just do your child checks, man. So I think all I can say. Like I would have lost this seed too because I sometimes just like most of the time just skip this.
Dude, Schulzer's gonna feel weird knowing that the wall was just there in the Lost Woods the whole time.
You can't help but feel behind still though, right?
Yeah.
Like Schulzer probably feels behind. Both of them probably do.
Yeah, I would think so. Just like, I mean, like especially Jimbo seeing like the wallet he found, because like when you find it on that scrub, like you just probably assume the other guy found that like hours ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
it's so funny that both of them skipped that. Like, this would have been an entirely different beast.
It could have just been not a beast at all. Like this was like a very straightforward, like easy seed.
Yeah. Like what would be the route then?
I mean, like you do an early DC, you get your bow, you get your info on Kokiri's sword. You go to Lost Woods, clear the checks, and then you wallet. Like know that you can do AD. So like you get your ZL.
Yeah, and like you are in forest like significantly more early than that than both of these have been.
Yeah, I think like the hardest thing, like if you were to like say this was a jet, like the hardest check is probably Hyrule Castle Ferry.
I mean, if you do it on the way to going adult, if you don't forget it.
Like when you're picking up irons.
Just do it, you're good.
Yeah.
I mean, you get ZL. No, you get ZL as adult. Never mind. I was just confused for a second that ZL was an AD.
I tricked you again.
Yep. Well, like you need the irons anyway, so you just do that, and then you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually finish the seed pretty quickly, I guess. All comes down to when you get your first wallet. Maybe I should not play Shop Sanity anymore.
Yeah, this would be like an easy like qual forfeit.
Yeah. For
like a lot of people, I think. Like you would just see that one guy finish at like an hour and a half, and you're like, what? Like how? Like I have one med. How's this happen?
Amazing. So yeah, from like having a lot to talk about to basically having nothing to talk about anymore.
Yeah,
Other than like Schulzer somehow Schulzer somehow has to figure out how to get the light arrows. The problem is though that like with the card being in Spirit and him not having access to Spirit means that he can't get baited into doing another location, because like the only locations at this point left that he hasn't seen yet are Spirit and GTG. So there's no bait, but like he's gonna figure it out at some point. And that's the third bottle.
Nice. Oh yeah, I guess talking about like implications on their group. So Schulzer didn't really have much to gain for himself here. He's already out. So it was basically just like a matter of if Jimbo wins, Jimbo makes brackets, and if Jimbo loses, then Bro
He's gonna
makes
end up
it
in a
into
three-way
brackets.
tie, right?
No, this is actually just Bro is in, I believe, because I think they would have had like a 2-1 tie where. Oh, it is. It is a tiebreaker. Okay. Jimbo wins. It's a okay. It's a 3-way. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So now Barrel and Prote are making it out of this group, where I believe one of them beat the other, but I don't know which way that specific match went. But this has basically just decided the group. There's no more tiebreakers or anything like that.
Essentially, meaning that Schulzer is gonna knock Jimbo out, just take him with him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright, but like now that nothing noteworthy is really happening anymore, I can actually excuse myself for a moment. I'll be right back.
Yep. So the deadline for groups, I believe, is next weekend. I think after today, there's only one match scheduled. I don't think, or I'm not like exactly sure if that's the last match to be played. If there's maybe others that need to be scheduled. There's definitely some tiebreakers that need to be played. I think there's like 4 at this point. So we can look forward to those. It's potentially going to be more after today. I know there's a lot of matches being played today, so. Now we get some fire arrows. Those are useless. I mean, anything he finds in here is going to be pretty useless as far as logic goes. Because everything we need, everything we have is currently in logic. I think the only troll item you could find is like the lens. But it's not gonna lead us to anything. Running around on a quarter heart like he does. Schulzer still being conscious of the fact that he's missing light arrows here, so is going to be doing all of these back of shadow checks. Still looking for the small key as well, but if he were to see a big chest, he would definitely open it, looking for the lights. Jimbo actually gonna pick up his 3rd wallet, which, I mean, he'll have all of the knowledge, I guess. I guess for the time being, we can look at what's going on later today. So in about 2 hours on ZSR right here, there's going to be an RSL quarterfinals match being played. That's going to be Forelli versus Emo Soda. So if you're into the random settings stuff, you can definitely look forward to that. Just a couple hours here. And half an hour later, over on ZSR2, we're going to have another S7 match between Mr. Mario and Floosh, which is, I mean, they're both incredible runners. Definitely going to be a very good one to watch. I think they're competing for top of group, I would imagine. That's kind of just an assumption, honestly. But either way, both incredible runners. You do not want to miss that match. Yeah, they are both sitting on 2-0, so that is going to be the decider for the winner of the match. There's the lens, Sphere Zero,
Nice lens.
with that opponent song, which is pretty funny.
To see the lens, yep.
So that is the last item we're missing in the whole seed. Not that it's like logically relevant or anything like that.
Nope.
But it's there. It was Sphere Zero. It's pretty funny.
It was Sphere Zero, yep. Excuse me.
But yeah, that's what we've got going on today. So look forward to all that. Schulzer gonna go back into Shadow to take his Furor's Warp back to water, where he already has the boss key. So gonna be grabbing this 6th medallion very, very soon.
What else can he do though? At this point, like before going to get Zarya's song, I believe. Like what's what he can do? He can go back to Fortress and get the lens, and then check Treasure Chest game.
Yeah, there's no, like, you're just gonna
item.
go get the hint, and then you're just gonna have to think to yourself, like, where is Requiem?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like, do you want to go for the song, or do you want to go for, like, finding the card? And I think you just have to go for the song at this point.
Yeah, I think, like you kind of gotta play towards your best odds. Like, I think at that point, you've assumed Zarya's has been vanilla for so long, but, like,
yeah,
I think that'll kind of, like, make you realize, like, it could just be Requiem leading to Zarya's, then it's like, oh, okay, like, I don't know. I think,
Jimbo's
like,
actually doing Treasure Chest game, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, this is all he found over there, so, like, you kind of have to play towards it. If this is nothing, then, like, you know you've just wasted a
Half
really
an hour.
massive amount of time.
Oh no, Morphos caved, damn.
Yeah, I'm not
Just
sure if that was, like, an
managed
attempt at spin strats.
Morpho hitbox being jank as usual. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna be the worst hitbox in the game.
No, yeah, it's pretty awful. At least it's, like, consistent. Like, it's consistently bad. Like,
Yep. You can count on that.
yep.
There's nothing left to find, right?
Nope.
I mean, there's like maybe one more slingshot, and maybe one more bow, and maybe one more bomb bag, but that's it. Found all the meme items too. Nothing can be in a big chest anymore. We have all the bottles now too, because the second bottle, the third bottle was, the third non-letter bottle was also in Shadow Temple. Was in the pot.
Alright, so Schulzer gonna somehow have to make the decision to go to Child SFM, to grab his Requiem, to get to Colossus, to get his light arrows. And
There's a
hopefully
Colossus adventure.
the light arrow hint will help him to find his way there. He, I believe, purchased a bean. Obviously, he wouldn't have been able to plant it, but I think he does have one, yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Prelude, he's good child. No, he's gonna go get the light arrow hit first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's signaling something with his, like, shielding. There's, like... He's feeling behind, for sure. But, like... With... He actually... Schulzer has no idea that there's a wallet in Lost Ruins. He never checked it. right? He got the second wallet from Crater. And the first one from...
Yeah, he doesn't know about that wallet yet. Okay, I like the oh fuck, what is that from? The Price is Right, where it's like boom 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 for like the bridge spotting.
That was amazing.
It's kind of how this scene is felt, honestly. Like that kind of sums it up.
Jimbo's going back to the Twin Rover? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I mean this makes sense. Like you either have water or you have this, and
Yeah, it's neither though. Oh, there's two big chests here. We're gonna fishing for light arrows. Oh yeah, I forgot double defense is still a thing. And then this is gonna be a wall, a bow. Okay, a bow or a slingshot, I was gonna guess. But yeah,
Ooh,
amazing.
very nice.
Just go for the hint, bro.
Yeah. I can understand checking light trial, but that's definitely all you do. Like,
Yeah.
just go get the hint now.
Just take a look in there. I mean, there was two big chests and could have worked out, but
Yeah.
it didn't.
Sometimes that's the play, so definitely can't blame them. Get some exciting Twin Rover action.
Yeah, some DLC, because we totally would have not seen it if it wasn't for Jimbo. Like, I would love to hear what Schulzer's reaction is to getting that hint. Because, like, Colossus is, like, the most remote location in the game right now. It's unreachable, technically. Unless there's something wrong with, like, one of his assumptions up from earlier. Which we know it is, but he doesn't.
I'd like to know what his reaction would be to finding out where the other wallet is.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where like it wasn't convenient for them, but like it just seems so silly when you say it. Like.
Yeah. I mean, you can see, I have totally forgotten that check too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, that's just one of the downsides to having so many things that you have to buy in the seed. You just don't have rupees for anything else.
Yep. Sharp sanity, everybody. Oh yeah, Jimbo actually got the third wallet on the way to water.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, now he's gonna do a
Desert
little
Colossus.
thinking. Just like,
thump.
are you gonna go for the card? Or are you gonna song? Like, is like 50-50 at this point.
At least he's moving. So
Yeah.
he's probably
so-
gonna look in Ganon's for the card, yeah. Because he's here right now. That's a fair assumption to make. And Twin Rover had nothing. How did we know that? How could we possibly have anticipated that there was nothing on Twin Rover? That's the key, you want to pick that up. Okay, what next, Jimbo? What are you gonna do? I mean, he only has one check in child left, and that's the fairy fountain, right? It's pretty much orphaned at this point. So you probably do...
So I think it looks like he's gonna Furor's back
Back
to
to
GTG.
GTG.
He still hasn't
Probably.
checked the Bombos there, or the Armos.
Amos?
Bimos? Yeah, it's a Bimos. It's a Bimos. We'll go with Bimos. I'm
Yeah.
like just saying a lot of words.
Oh, he didn't have explosives.
Yeah,
Oh.
so he's gonna do this and then probably hop down and do water, I would think.
Has he done toilet though? Or was toilet a key?
No.
Because I was basically gone for the entirety of GTG.
I don't think he's done toilet.
But like, there's no way Schulzer can get baited into any other location right now, kind of, because everything is like everything else except for Ganon is really close together in the Lost Woods area, and there's no item he can find that actually points to another big location.
Yeah, like everything
just
is
behind
behind
Requiem.
Yeah.
That actually works out for him really well here. Although neither of them should have been in this situation, to be fair.
So he's checking here for the card because he's thinking that you could have to cross to get Requiem.
Bomb bag? Magic. Oh yeah, double magic is still in the game too. So now we have like one slingshot and one bomb bag left to find. And that's about it. There's no more big chests.
Yeah.
Bruh. Yeah, doing castle while being up there is probably a good idea. But we know it better. It's almost as if we've been watching two players play the seed at the same time. Crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like we've seen every single check in the whole seed.
There was something missing though, I feel. Like, the seed wasn't logically really interesting. It was just like more of a guessing game where the wallets are. And then from that point on, it was like fairly linear, I want to say. Like, fairly obvious.
Yeah.
Except for the hovers. But like, nothing that really, like, you look at the hints. We had all of the path hints really early. We had all of them resolved really early. There was no like you just play density after. That's not much reading into the seed anymore.
Yeah.
It was kind of unfortunate because I prefer those seeds, but like you can't you just can have all kinds of seeds, I guess.
Okay, so we're playing Nocturne.
Schulzer pretty much has nothing else left. I mean,
what does Nocturne do for us?
we're still adult. What is he doing?
Did he forget he has Prelude? That's definitely possible.
He might have.
He's playing Suns. He wants something here.
He's picking up. He's picking up the mirror shield just in case he needs it. But then he doesn't need it anymore. He can't possibly need it because
it's impossible to need it.
And he has already done. Did he forget what?
Did he never check the shop?
I think he was the one to find out earlier, but like maybe he forgot because I'm pretty sure Jimbo checked it later. Like
Jimbo was the one who checked it at the start. Okay, it's by now. Thank you, shield. I mean, I think he bought that by accident. I think he was just checking.
Top 64, by the way. Zephyr fine.
Okay.
Oh boy.
There's a little salt in the chat.
If only Jimbo did, then yeah. Yeah, actually, it was so early, I just forgot. Like, I just knew one of them skipped it and one of them did it. But then Jimbo went back in to check again.
So he definitely forgot that he is Prelude.
I was like trying to think of something. Big pose?
Oh, he's going to Fortress to look for the card.
Oh no. No. I was thinking like what kind of opportunities would Schulzer still have to choke and just not go to the side?
This is one of
crazy. Wow. This is honestly impressive. I mean, like,
there's no way he like forgets about the Sarius check, right? Like,
yeah, like you probably mark it off and then it's just gone. But like, he could also just assume that if it was that, because like again, he doesn't know where the other wallet is, so like he could have probably assumed that he's like super far behind, and like if Jimbo had, like if that was Requiem, Jimbo would have won by now. So that's like a metagaming call, maybe.
That's fair. That's totally fair. So yeah, he's gonna do this, and then he has like a bunch of child checks to clean up. Like if if he has forgotten, he's going to remember when he goes to do like any Saria's check.
Jimbo still
and be
needs to
like,
do an
"Oh."
entire Shadow Temple. Like, there's no way Schulzer can still goof around for 15 more minutes.
No, yeah.
There's no way. It's just a matter of time at this point. Hold on. Jimbo's doing it! Jimbo's doing the strat I talked about earlier. Do the central bow target without hovers or long shot. He's doing it. he
landed the shot.
He has to land it twice though. If this was something, he wouldn't needed to land it twice.
Right.
But
yeah.
He can peek it and it's good. It's nothing.
Nice.
It's not even a key.
At least we got to see something cool.
I mean, in Schulz's defense, Saria's, like, you know that SFM has hinted on the path to Phantom Gannett, and it can only be, like, Saria's or a song that locks it, which would be Requiem. But at this point, he's just, like, he's just been thinking that it's Saria's and nothing else. So he's gonna save the time to actually go there.
It's funny because, like, on his tracker, like, he's marked that like Saria's song is at that check, but then like in his paths he put it all the way on the right, so it's like, yeah, like Saria's is there, but like I'm not 100% on that.
Lens! Okay, he's at least going child. Like, now he doesn't have any adult checks left, so he has to go child, and then he's gonna do the lens minigame, and then he's gonna do... So he's just like trying to avoid what he actually has to do as much as possible.
Yeah, I think like once you're child, like you just go for the song check. Like I think he's just gonna go for it right away.
I mean, no, we have magic and dins. You can do the Goron City part without... Wait, we have ZL, never mind. We can do the Goron City part regardless.
Yeah, I think like when you're in like glow mode though, and like you just need a song, I think you just go and like just make sure.
Yeah, he's equipping lens. Okay. There's just not enough seed left for Jimbo to catch up. I mean, it's also the nerves, probably. Well, like, there's nothing at stake for Schulzer, so why? Like, you still kind of want to win, I guess, but... and I think with this, Jimbo's actually... Well, Jimbo's gonna beat Water here, but... Well, he can't, never mind. Longshot is missing. So... We're going... Yeah, Jimbo's also just finding all kinds of stuff that just distract him from what he actually has to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's the correct location, but it's 7 years too late for that one. Just setting for Rose and Water. That's a good idea.
Yep.
Jimbo checking the Castle Ferry, but the wrong one, unfortunately. This is going to be an interesting interview for sure, for both of them.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know how much there's gonna talk about.
I mean, just like to like trigger them with like, oh yeah, did you know there was a wallet on that's granted Nostrils? Or like, what did you think of that song logic in SFM specifically?
The worst thing is, at this point, I think Schulzer's gonna find it. Schulzer is on a Requiem hunt.
Yeah.
Which is taking him to all these places where there are no songs.
He's going back into bottom of the well.
He's
really doing every other check first. He doesn't know. Amazing. Yeah. But like, he's marked it off as Saria's, probably.
Yeah,
so
but it's like a 50% chance. Like, 50% at this point is like
really
much higher than
finding the card on any of the other checks. Like, we're looking at like 10% or something with all the checks that have been available. Maybe a little bit lower than that. Atmosphere 0 location, yes.
Yeah.
Like, if you assume that song is nothing and not gonna lead to anything, you just don't do it. Yeah, that's an extra, like, 2 minutes because, like, of getting, like, defeating Dead Hand and stuff. Just don't skip Lost Woods ever. Or skip anything in, like, the Lost Woods area ever. I don't know why Lost Woods skip is so popular.
Yeah, I prefer skipping Lon Lon. I don't know.
That's based. That's a based opinion.
Who wants to go there? That place is terrible.
Yeah, you could make an argument for like leaving out the silo, just skipping the silo, but then like, if you're not going for that, you might as well just also leave the song, right? Just skip it.
Yeah.
We're joking, obviously. I think we kind of have to point this out.
Okay, well, we are inching towards Lost Woods, little by little. We're getting there.
That was the. I think this is actually Prelude. Oh, we have to walk. We have to walk all the way from Market, don't we? Yeah, just don't do checks. We're going back adult.
Oh yeah,
Hold
sorry.
on.
I was looking at Jimbo's screen. This is.
Why are we
horrible.
going back adult?
Are
Schulzer,
there any
you
adult
okay?
checks?
Let's try to think. Maybe he mispicked
In
the item
Water Temple?
at Zora's Fountain, so he wants to go back.
Like Water Temple boss key?
Oh, Water and Boss Key, you're right. But like, yeah, we're still missing an item water, right? Oh damn. And we have to like, I don't think he has Feroz still in there, right? He has to walk. He's taking a moment to think.
Doing a little think here.
Yeah. And now that Jimbo's child, I think he's inching ever so slightly closer to actually getting what he's looking for. It's gonna take a bit.
Oh, this is something.
Amazing. Yeah. Schulzer probably.
Luigi questions his life decisions.
Yeah. I mean, I would too in this situation. Schulzer's AFK. Like, maybe he just.
Okay, we're
Bolero.
going to deep
Deep fire! Deep fire! Let's go!
Oh, Jimbo could come back from this.
Yeah,
Like,
if Jimbo finds Hover soon, he could actually come back from this.
oh, brother.
Jimbo's
I
tough.
knew this was gonna be like a long go mode. I didn't think it was gonna be this long.
Yeah. Like, for all the wrong reasons, too. Okay, that should work. Yep, that does work. This is hilarious. Like, he's gonna do everything else fast. Is there any other checks? Like there's one more check in water, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like,
If Morpha didn't have it, I didn't actually see.
I don't think Morpha did. I'm not sure. Like, what else is left? Like, nothing.
Yeah. Like, he has a bunch of checks as child still.
But yeah, it has been 3 hours. We haven't said anything at the 3-hour mark, so let's shout out everyone real quick. Let's have a shout out to our wonderful trackers, Malqui and Chuckles, who, without them, this stream would be unwatchable. And then let's shout out the runners, Jimbo and Schulzer. Without them, we wouldn't have anything to watch. And then let's shout out our lovely restreamer too, who is Golden Devil. Without them, there would be no stream to talk over. And then also thanks to my co-commentator Drew. Without them, I wouldn't have anyone to talk to.
Yeah, and obviously thank you to Daredevil, my co-commentator. Without them, I would be going insane right now.
We're keeping each other in check. Sanity check. Damn. Yeah. Definitely give everyone a follow. We're doing deep fire. This is actually incredible. I think
He
Jimbo's
really
gonna
wants
do-
that card.
Jimbo has to do the fairy fountain, the last thing before he goes back adult.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna get it. Is it on his mind though? Because that's a check you could also just like totally forget. I have done it in the past. Several times. A lot of times actually. Amazing.
Yeah, this is more than we bargained for sure.
Schulzer really wants that tiebreak. He's like, oh no, I'm about to win. Let me actually just do some useless checks.
Yeah, maybe like, because I know like these guys are friends, right? Like they talk to each other outside of the game and outside of matches and stuff. Like they hang out, so like it's like. I mean, I'm not gonna say there's like match fixing going on, but like at this point,
Like
it's
Schulzer could definitely just be.
you can believe it.
We don't know until we ask him. We're grabbing another.
But
key.
no, like it's definitely just a matter of like
Prelude,
he just forgot.
Jimbo.
Like,
Jimbo.
Okay,
Fairy
Jimbo.
fountain. Fairy fountain. Don't forget the fairy fountain. Fairy fountain. Okay, fairy fountain.
Okay.
Oh,
Jimbo's gonna get the hover boots, which lead him to
boy.
long
I
shot.
don't think there's enough seed left for Schulzer to Jimbo actually catch up by 15 minutes.
No, I mean like at some point you like just hit a wall where you have no checks left and like
but
nowhere
then what
to
you
go.
gonna do?
And then
Like-
like you just have a think and
You have to start double checking things, but where do you start? That's
songs easy.
like song, yeah, but like I don't think it's that easy. Like your brain can sometimes do weird things and convince you of.
Yeah, but
Like-
like even if he thought he had Saria's song, like he's gonna find out he doesn't while he's doing checks as child,
Yeah.
right? So like, and then he'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, Jimbo's getting hovers. Jimbo probably feels really bad right now.
Yeah.
How could the seed have dragged on for over 3 hours and like he still has like 20 more minutes of a seed to play
Yeah.
at least. So like, it must feel bad. Okay, there they are. Okay, Schulzer's going by child. I don't think they have actually any adult checks left, which means this is the play for Last Words. Then it should be.
Yeah, it should be.
There's nothing else left in the game. I don't think there's anything else left in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he could go to Goron City first and check the spinning part.
I mean, I think he will, because yeah, you kind of have to go like from your save warp, so he's gonna be passing
Yeah.
through.
That's like the fastest way for sure. So he's gonna pass through Goron City and then he's gonna do that first, and then he's gonna, like that check is in logic right now, and he's like, that's literally the last check he has except for the song check and anything that's locked by it.
Yeah, I mean, like he has some Lost Woods stuff. He has Ocarina of Memory game. He has the scrub that has the
He has
wallet.
the scrub still. I wonder if he's gonna check the scrub before getting the song. I don't think he actually realized that he forgot that.
I don't know. I
Like-
can't say. I think he has to know that like he's never been to Lost Woods as a child.
Oh, you're right. He never has been to Lost Woods at all, right?
Actually, well, he went there. Like he passed through
As
to
adult.
get to.
Oh,
No, like
passed
he
through to
did
get
pass
to
through to
Domain.
check target
Yeah.
in the woods. That's the only check he did in Child Lost Woods.
Oh god. The skip Lost Woods meta is gonna give him an extra couple of minutes on the seed, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
No,
There's
I
no
don't.
way, unless he chokes on the Ganondorf fight or something. But
Yeah. So Jimbo gonna pick up his long shot right now. So he is in go mode. He's the first player to hit go mode. But there's a
Actually
lot
was.
of seed left.
yep. Okay, we're doing Lost Woods fast. Like, remember when like half an hour ago I said, yeah, now this is like nothing really to talk about anymore, and then Schulzer actually came in clutch and saved us.
Okay, he's going straight for the song check, so he
Yeah,
knows
okay.
that like he hasn't actually confirmed that this is Saria's song, which is good.
Amazing.
I'm not sure if he must like I think he might have known the whole time, but was just thinking like
just
if
didn't
this
want
was
to go.
Requiem, then I would have lost or something along.
I mean,
those
if it wasn't for
lines.
the light arrows, if the light arrows were in a different place, then he would have just made a really smart decision. Like he would have just skipped half of the game. Well, not half of the game. I'm exaggerating, but you get my point.
Yeah, like in another seed, this works, right? So like,
Yeah, but also I think there's a lot of seeds where this doesn't work, and I would heavily advise against this. It's like, you save, like, 2 minutes or something, maybe 3, by not doing this stuff as
just
child,
kind of
right?
stared at it like. All right.
Amazing, dude. Fucking amazing. This is fantastic, dude. You can't make this shit up. I love this game.
He's already like just assuming it's.
He's gonna go here to peek the thing, and he's just gonna plant the bean and then peek it because he's not gonna walk over here twice.
Yeah, I think it like
That's actually rather smart.
on some level it would have made sense to like check the fairy first because like that's the check you can do right now.
Yeah. I don't think it matters. You can do them either way, either order.
I mean, this is the one that's correct, so
Yeah.
it is the right play. So
Yeah.
it's
This also pretty much confirms his victory.
Yeah.
What?
Got some rage here.
Huh?
I think he's just wondering, like, how am I gonna win this?
That's
Like,
amazing, dude.
I think that's what that's all about.
Yeah. What a seed. What a treat.
It's just like it's so annoying that with like the Grudo card shuffled, like that's Schulzer's pick, and like ultimately that is what saved him, I think, because like it kind of just like led Jimbo on like this whole like bait like train where like you're just following one bait into the next bait into the next bait, and
that could only happen because of the card being in spirit. Like GTG being locked by spirit is not something that normally happens. Normally. Alright. Second player to reach go mode, and it's gonna wrap up this seed in the next couple of minutes. We're actually this is perfect. We have set Furores in the tower, so you just Furores back up and just beat the game. So like another 3 to 4 minutes here.
It's nice that he had that bean too. I think it's always worth just like picking up at least 1 or 2 when you're in river.
Yeah, you do. If you have the money, which was an issue this seed for like the longest time.
Yeah, luckily in these settings, like, I don't know, just you pay 10 rupees, you get a bean. That's alright.
Oh boy. Light Arrow was on top of the Argent Desert Colossus, which we knew from like rather early on. I think we've known for like over 2 hours at this point, because Jimbo played Requiem.
Oh, easily, yeah.
But Schulzer just learned of that. It's the funniest thing, honestly. I think either player who checks that one scrub and lastwards first wins the seed, honestly. And that's a clean phase 1. Well, a clean Ganondorf fight, rather. Jimbo using some really slick backwalking strats in the fan room in Shadow. Last move, basically. Yeah. Like, random spawns definitely plays into this. Like, there's no way you don't check the song if you have a fast way back, guaranteed, by the means of safe warping.
I think, like, throughout the seed, like, you have an opportunity to go up there when you're doing Deku. Besides that, like, not
You have
really.
multiple opportunities, actually, right? Because of the scale, and like you go
because
up
of
the
the
river,
scale, yeah.
You can probably make your way over there. So It's not that hard to route in, but it's just easy to forget. Honestly.
But then I think like once your go mode is a song and you have a song that you haven't checked,
yeah,
it's like
you never know what a song is unless you actually collect it.
yeah. But like it's still like it's so tricky because like it's way over there. Like it's literally from Temple of Time. It is the opposite corner of the map. Like you cannot go further as child.
Really funny that like the combination of settings just like except for the merchants didn't matter, but like all of the settings were like kind of produced the seed. Like the shop sanity aspect where like you needed a lot of money and then yet they couldn't check the scrub. And then with the spawns being in a way that you don't have a fast way to get to Lost Woods at all. And
which is nice. Like we've seen so many seeds where like the settings just aren't relevant whatsoever. But like this one, they all kind of like played into it, except for expensive merchants, which I never really expected playing MC. But yeah, that's gonna be a GG to Schulzer, finishing at 3:20:21. We
made it.
Made it. And it looks like we are gonna get both these guys in here for an interview.
Yeah, Schulzer, GG.
Schulzer, GG.
Yeah, what a mess.
And greetings, Jimbo.
GG, Jimbo.
GG's Jimbo. Can you hear us, Jimbo?
Yeah.
Hello?
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 Hi, sorry.
Hello.
Yep, GG's, dude.
GG.
So yeah, I guess first of all, something I wanted to address. Schulzer, do you know where the third wallet was?
Xavi told me that here. And I think there was the wallet that actually kind of won me the game in looking at it in hindsight. Because that way I needed to go... because I assumed that you need to go at least once to get the wallet to buy the iron boots. So I assumed you always get the hover boots by getting iron boots. So I felt like, how can you skip the iron boots in the seed? And of course, if you find the wallet early, then I know how you can skip the hover boots in the seed for a very long time. Like, it all checks out. But in my mind, without that wallet, I was like, yeah, this seed is like just straightforward. You need the stupid wallet from Gerudo Valley to get to do like anything, and then get all your stuff. And yeah, it's basically free if you don't skip hover boots. But if you skip the wallet in child, that is a good way to go. But if you don't skip the wallet in child, you're gonna skip hover boots for the entire seed, which is sad.
Yeah, it definitely kind of just like funnels you into like very few checks that you can do.
Yeah, it just felt so bad after doing Chabu for nothing and then finding the wallet right after that I already was like, I need to go for off checks. I skipped Lost Woods because the first time I forgot about it, and I was like, yeah, if it's I probably lost already with the Chabu play. I'm not gonna go for it at all. And then of course everything was in Lost Woods. Well, not everything, but the thing I needed in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that wallet. And there's others. Yeah, I don't know. I had an opportunity to get wallet before going Deku, and I wanted to try and still keep Lost Woods and Child Goron City appealing, so I figured I would like the chances of finding a wallet somewhere else with the amount of density that I had at the time, I thought would be higher than just routing in the 2 checks that I skipped in Woods, because I already did the grotto in front of Goron City and the scrubs and everything for when I was there entering through Goron City.
Right, yeah.
So I was like, well, if I do these checks now, then like I'm gonna probably orphan the other checks, and I don't really want to do that, so.
Yeah, and I mean, like, at that point, like, you have, like, a Path Forest Temple that you can access. If, like, Hammer's there, then, like, you have your Medallion Fire that you can complete, and, like, all that did end up being the case, and, like, you can go up to Forest and, like, drop Furores there, too, which is, like, time that you would have spent later otherwise, and, like, there's just, like, better things to do, or, like, things that are, like, guaranteed progression, at least.
Yeah.
So, like, on some level, it does make total sense to just skip out on like a couple early checks to do this other stuff that's required, right? And then like it just kind of, just because of like the war or like the spawns and like not having minuet and stuff, it just makes it so hard to come back.
Yeah. It was a fucking hiking simulator for sure. It's really dumb. And then I kind of knew, well, I didn't know obviously, but I had a pretty good idea that after I found my first wallet, I probably lost. So
Wait, your first wallet was also the one in Gerudo Valley?
no. My first wallet was the one in Lost Woods, and I was like, well, great. That's probably GG. I think I even typed that in my chat.
I think I probably would have felt the same finding that. Yeah, like that's just
it just unlocks everything. So because I didn't have a strength for a while to do forest, and I already like dipped forest at that point, and it was I don't know. It just felt awful finding that, and then finding the one in Valley really kind of sealed the deal for me. So I was just hoping that the strength 2 and the mirror shield would be required for some reason. I felt like that would be like the way I crawled back into the race if the Gerudo card actually locked anything.
Yeah, honestly, like there were pretty good odds behind the strength 2 in the first place, and then like finding the Gerudo card back there, it was like, okay, now it's like really good. But like, it just ended up being like a whole train of bait that just basically led to nothing and did nothing.
And then when I went to actually get my hover boots, I didn't have any form of explosives. So I left and did other shit because I didn't know where to get explosives from. I just completely blanked.
I think I found like 4 chew packs in this seed. These 3. There were a lot of them.
I was literally 0-0. I'm pretty sure that's why I set FW in GTG.
Yeah, I was gonna say there were quite a few points where you were sitting on 0-0. Like when you went up Child Spirit as well.
Yeah, it was rough. So yeah, I was fully depleted, and I tried to get the hover boots at that time, but then I just couldn't. So
yeah,
it sucks, but it is what it is.
That's rando for you. Like the one check that you're like you just can't do it right now. It just has your item and leads to everything else you need, and like that's the whole seed.
I think what Schulzer said is accurate though. First person to find wallet in this seed just pretty much wins because the seed's almost streamlined for you at that point if you don't follow the bait. So
yeah.
And the only reason you would follow the bait is if I think you were in my position where you actually felt really behind. So
I think we both felt really behind, but you just found the bait items and I didn't.
I felt good in the beginning not having the wallet. I felt like I made like decent decisions around that, around the lack of items, but
no, yeah, I mean like at most points throughout the seed, or like almost every point throughout the seed, I would say like both of your decisions were justified, like or like justifiable. Like it's like like this makes total sense because of this or whatever, but it just didn't end up working out for you.
Yeah, it is what it is. But this, I think, solidifies the group for, well, the group winners anyway. I think.
No tiebreakers. No.
Yeah, no tiebreakers.
Yeah, so
moving on.
It's gonna be okay because I think we do have a number of tiebreakers at this point. So maybe having one less isn't the worst thing in the world. But yeah, this is gonna solidify. I believe Barrel at the top and Broke in second for the people moving on from this group.
And so GG's to them and wish them good luck in brackets. Hopefully Randobot is polite. Probably not, but
probably not.
We'll see.
At least season 7 was fun. The pick and the ban probably didn't favor me because I'm more adjustable to just throw anything at me and people being in their comfort zone give them a boost that I didn't have because I didn't take this that much. But it was a fun. I liked season 7. I think with the right adjustments, I really like a pick draft system. To not have like the same settings every seed. But
yeah, it's been cool. Like it's been interesting. There's a lot more like outside of the seed that you kind of have to think about. And even inside the seed, like there's a ton more like you have to be familiar with. So
yeah, definitely excited what will come for season 8, even if it's just back to the roots again.
I'm not leaking anything. Don't even ask. But yeah, I'm sure people want to get the fuck out of here after 3.5 hours. So
Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of, there's not really a whole lot to talk about because we saw everything.
It wasn't really logically interesting, and we had figured out the paths like an hour and a half into the seed. There was just like, you kind of had to get your unhinted items and just walk. That's it.
A lot of walking.
Yeah.
A lot of lighting Epona.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think we're good to wrap up here.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to add either. We're good.
All right. Well, thank you and GG's to our runners, Schulzer and Jimbo, and thanks to our commentators, Drew and Daredevin, as well as Melqui and Chuckles for tracking. We're going to have a random settings league race back here on ZSR in a little over an hour. There also might be another Season 7 race on ZSR2 in about 2 hours. But for now, we're going to go raid Blueshawn GFH2, who's playing an OoTR seed. And hope you all have a good Sunday. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
bye, everybody.
Bye.